That crouching medium punch was such a great starter too. Into the drive rush confirm. That was super good for PR Balrog to start.
And already to the corner on top of that, man. One of the new things here for Street Fighter 6 is that you can drive impact to the wall and get a free combo follow-up. Baits the big OD wake-up uppercut, and look at the damage that comes from it. Uppercut, NL in control.
Oh, he actually tried to move away from the normal? I don't even know if what could have happened for PR Balrog there. Yeah, the interruption. That's not going to happen. It's a fireball. That's the thing. It was a bait. Yeah, so he thought it could have been a flash knuckle, which makes sense, but it was indeed the fireball to stop the SA1 dead in its tracks.
Okay, here we go. Ooh, drive rush to get in. Little shimmy there. Gets the crouching medium kick, and wow, the range was so perfect. Speaking of perfect,
the shoulder tackle too, just to kind of establish the Oki with the forward throw, does connect as a punish counter actually for PR Balrog. We do get the flash knuckle. The overhead does get blocked, but it's not going to be his turn. It's still within range. The crouching medium punch, making the drive gauge a priority. PR Balrog is looking at a burnt out NL. He's forcing him to make the errors, but watch out if he gets a solid sequence. Man, that's so tricky, and he's laughing it off. Jump fierce over and over and over again, making NL double check in case the throw is coming or even the drive impact.
Yo, speaking of drive, the drive rush finds an opening, gets the knockdown, uppercut to close out, and now once again, PR Balrog in control in this corner. I like that drive parry to hold it, and you saw right there where PR Balrog actually got like the perfect parry, used drive rush behind it. It is a little faster if you do it.
Oh, that was sick! What a lick too, to stop the drive rush. That fireball was everything. PR Balrog, he's got it. He's got it. If he just completes the combo, whatever level you decide to go with, it's gonna be the level 3.
Did you see the shimmy? The patience of her father starting to weigh on PR Balrog.
I don't think I blame that on fatherhood. I'm not going to blame. I'm not going to give the honor to his fatherhood on that. He's been doing that since day one, man. He's been establishing this game. This guy is a Capcom Cup competitor. Do not forget.
That's facts. That's facts. We're going into player match number 2. PR Balrog pretty confident, decisive after that first round, especially the way NL was playing it. Lots of shimmies on the side of PR Balrog. Jury, the character of choice, and he's in control.
I don't think there's going to be a lot that PR Balrog is going to be changing up too. Like, he's going to stay on this level of gameplay until NL finds the answer to it, and the reaction, the jump against the fireball, very difficult to do, but PR Balrog, he's got the eye for it, right? He's been playing fighting forever. Same could be said for NL, but I got to say, man, with the prestigious record that NL and PR Balrog has, any sort of fireball can get reacted to, but again, the onslaught right now from Rooster.
Fighting back, gets the drive rush off the crouching medium kick, and gonna force back to the corner. OD uppercut coming from NL, tries to stop the pressure. Life lead on the side of PR Balrog, drive rush for the whiff punish, and my man is looking crispy. Jury shakes off the foot.
Look at that match point already. I always forget about that animation. It's so sick. But yeah, NL trying to play it cool. No whiff punish again. PR Balrog is not going to let you fly. Well, at least with the super on, I should say. But overall, this corner pressure just might be the death of NL. If he can find a way out, this is a great starter. No, we didn't get the full charge. No perfect knuckle. The perfect knuckle could lead to a side switch. We've seen MenaRD do that a bunch of times over, but still stuck in the corner. PR Balrog is able to control it. No jump out yet. You got to watch out for this drive impact. He hasn't done it once, but I don't think he needs to.
Punish counter gets the combo follow-up to keep the momentum. Has level 2. Gonna spend it. Let's see if you got these under lock. I definitely saw him using these in the locker room, training them to make sure he has a goal. And wow, drops it for the intentional reset.
Damn!
NL gets his first L of Street Fighter League Season 6 to PR Balrog, and its first showing.
I might have jinxed it for NL, but I will say this: PR now stands for perfect record, because that is a 2-0 victory for Mr. PR Balrog.
So let's talk about NL's approach, right? NL has definitely been like, I'm going to pick the biggest gun that I can pick to fight against the opposition, right? Last time we saw him always having the Cammy and these stronger characters. Luke fits right there in that same regard. You actually have to learn how to fight this character right out of the gate. But that's one of the things I like to point out about him. NL going to the biggest weapon in the box. PR Balrog sticking to the jury, keeping the pressure on NL. And most of the time, the match was spent with him pressuring him in the corner. So very interesting to see, especially somebody like PR Balrog doing that to a player like NL, a seasoned Street Fighter League player like NL.
Now it's time for the sudden death between Zhen and Flash Metroid. I repeat, Zhen versus Flash Metroid. This is sick.
This is actually gonna be sick. I don't know if these guys have actually played each other before, so this is gonna be the first time. But
That's
also
a good question.
to see the Blanca played at a very high level, that's one thing. We know Mena has definitely caused quite a few nightmares with the character, and there's a few people who have actually done damage with this character. Flash, one of those people you also have to keep track of.
Curious question. I want to see how it works out. But yeah, this is going to be the matchup. So I feel like Zhen had been practicing a lot of JP in the very beginning of the game. And we rarely got to see the DJ. I think the first time he really debuted on a big stage was over at Gamers 8, if I'm not mistaken. On the other hand, Flash Metroid, he's stuck with Blanca almost the entire time, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure who he played during the beta, but I think this is the kind of the gameplay that he wants, right? He wants to be the mix master.
The mix master. Second time we've seen DJ today.
First time we've seen Blanca, though. Not going to be the last time, that is for sure, considering the
there's a
roster
neutral
of what we
skip.
have here in Street Fighter League. But starting things off, Zhen. That's minus a
Back
not
throw.
going to take his turn. Interesting.
Cancel.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah. That ball, and this is exactly what I was talking about, the corner
Okay.
scenario.
Yeah. He just
Nice
got that.
interrupt. Gets the punish counter because of the parry. The perfect parry, excuse me.
Last swing. Okay.
Forward throw.
Yeah.
Anticipation for the just cool. Gets the side switch as well. Flash. Zooming in the counter hit too with a back medium
nice.
kick.
No. Good
OD
guess, good guess.
jackknife.
That's fine,
the
that's
second
fine.
time Flash tried to hit him with the
Nice.
You can't play like you do.
OD ball. Back.
No.
What? How did
You got it. You got it.
Let's go. Let's go. He's stressing.
This guy.
How did he
This
do
guy's a
that?
gamer. This guy's actually a certified gamer.
Oh, my turn.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. It's now
Pump
really
that
your
chest.
turn. Oh, yeah. You're fine. That's okay.
What kind
He
of
doesn't
punish
know
is
the
that? You don't know
matchup.
you don't know this matchup.
Did you get the setup after this?
Yeah, you let him.
You got him. That's
Oh, it's just there for show. That's a display case, Blanca Channel.
Set up monster, and we're like we said, this is sudden death. You get one game to deal with the Blanca shenanigans. 5 points. You got 5 points off of that? How do you sleep at night? You degenerate. I'm done. You did, man. Look, I look at people get hit by Blanca, and it drives me crazy. I'm like,
It's so
dude, come
smart.
on, dude.
We talked about the team composition of like the characters. Being able to have a Blanca in a sudden death match where it's only first to one, that is actually kind of grimy. That's kind of grimy.
I'm glad that you pointed out that like one of the changes is that you have to play with the fourth player on your team. And that right there is the best way that it could ever work out. Like, it was
I
like,
agree.
all right, who we got coming
agree.
up? Who? Blanca? Oh, come
No,
on,
that's
man.
calculated.
Like, come
That was
on.
calculated from Endemic, but you were like, oh god.
Oh, man.
Oh no.
But once again, if you just look at the back and forth with these teams, I mean, we saw dual Kevin. We even saw the fact that like KnuckleDoo going down to Reynald really did throw things off. But first off, VX Bao drawn first blood really did kind of set the tone, and we were really looking at that to kind of follow suit. But if you look at Endemic's layout, that's actually crazy.
Man, this team, I know Steve has said it a million times, man. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh, Marisa going up against Gal. It's going to be Big Bird versus Cabo. Let's go.
Couldn't ask for a better start. Very heavy hit. Hello, heavy set and heavy hitter from the side of Big Bird. The Cabo knows how to control that chaos.
You know, one of the things is like, you know, I'm a Marisa player myself.
No.
I've definitely been in the chats watching Big Bird just destroy life bars.
I was waiting for him to say,
Oh, you
to say,
wanted to
"That's game."
steer him.
Yeah. As soon as he gets a sequence, I can hear it in his brain. That's game.
You could have leveled
Somebody clip that. He says, somebody clip this.
Yeah.
Like,
You can hear Angry Bird.
oh.
He's gonna rip him a new one if he makes a mistake. That's for sure. I want to hear him actually get angry against Big Bird. But taking a look at the control, right? Cabo did fall short a little bit in the first round, but there's gonna be a lot more booms in place against Big Bird. That's why you're seeing so many Superman punches, right?
I was going to tell you right now, just the fact that how Cabo has been dealing with Superman Punch, reaction flash kick, and just jumping a lot is probably one of the better things to deal with it.
Ugh.
But if you get put in a situation where you have to block and you have to guess, getting closer and closer to that corner, working on 3 bars, you actually you can die right
You
now.
can die
you
right
actually
now.
can die right now. If he whiff punishes you, crouching medium punch,
would've been
I
it.
literally was about to say it. You can't. If you let him whiff punish you, you're actually dead.
Oh, you're dead. GG.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for playing.
Spin that, drive rush, yeah. Spin it all? No, you don't need to spin it all, but I am.
No, we don't, bro. We don't do that over here.
Yeah, you should have just done the thing back heavy punch gladius super. Keep it simple, Big Bird.
عادل من البونش اللي اعطيته اياه مخه فصل ها.
Bro, he whipped like 5 times in a row.
Yeah, I thought when you put him in a corner, the buttons come out crazy. You could just sit there and wait for a heavy punch. He giving you it.
Yeah, I was trying to whiff punish him, but I couldn't.
Wolf Punisher with the stand heavy punch.
Yes, heavy punch or forward medium punch. That's free.
What? Who are you? What? Eliza? Is that you? Yo, shout out to Tasty Steve for being the 3D model for Marisa. Big shout out to him. Look at the craziest muscles. The same exact muscles. Crazy how they rendered that in 3D.
Oh my
It's
god.
amazing. Amazing work. Multi-talent.
Motion cap the muscle. That's crazy.
Exactly.
Nice, perfect boom on top of it. Double perfect parry right there as
Good
well.
job.
Damn!
And that's one of the better ways to deal with Superman punch, right? It's pretty fast. You got to be able to deal with it. Backs up after getting like the armor and another flash kick. Cabo is breaking this down.
This is the most Street Fighter 2 I've ever seen. He's literally done damage with booms and flash kicks only. Speaking of damage.
To the
Here we go.
corner. Don't whiff. Don't whiff, Cabo. Please.
Don't whiff the game. TM. Big Bird! Jesus! That phalanx is going right for his neck. Can't stop the bleeding. Uh-oh. Yeah, can't stop the bleeding. That's what it was.
That looked like
Drive
ground
rush,
punk
go
right
straight
there.
into that medium punch combination after the light jab.
And it's tough, right? Like you can only deter Marisa for so long. She also has a little bit of extra stamina to kind of get her through some of these little booms.
It's a big lady right there, man. Oh, wow, that could have been danger right there. Gets the crouching medium punch, wasn't prepared.
Jesus.
Charge heavy punch string on top of it.
Nice air there, ready for Big Bird. A little bit sharp of an angle, so I get it. The Cabo making the most of this single conversion. Set up the blade.
Cashes out early. Shimmies a little bit just to try to get something. Not dead, but now this momentum right here is something. Cross up. Wow, wasn't ready. Jump. Down, heavy punch. Up close parry. You need to be careful. Booms can be eaten by that level 3. Full charge Gladius.
Yeah, that OD Gladius being able to use that armor against the Sonic Boom. Not the right spacing for Cabo to throw out that Sonic. But Big Bird, he has to, it's up to him, really. It's his responsibility to make sure that those go punished. So 2-0.
Yeah.
Not, I won't say it's, convincing. I will say it was close.
The thing is about Marisa is that like it's some of the stuff that you pointed out. First off, her damage is really huge. On top of that, like she's got like extra life.
She's a huge character.
She's a huge character. And the thing is, she does so much damage. Just some of the situational stuff. The fact that if you do find a level 3, you send them to the corner. That's exactly where you want them to be with Marisa. But Cabo did play it very well. A lot of times you see people fight Marisa, they don't know how to deal with Superman punches. On top of that, they freeze up a lot. Big Bird is known for opening people up with his character, and the way that he feels about a bunch of the matchups is that like he doesn't feel like Marisa has too much of a bad time versus any of the cast. It's more about getting in, and some people are like, well, how do you get in? It's like, well, you got to be able to perfect parry into drive rush. It's another one of those things, and just being able to deal with damage. Cabo definitely checked all those things off, but Big Bird, man, when I tell you, I'm literally in their chat talking to them about Marisa in general. Like I'm in there talking to them, so it's really good to see him put all these things together.
If I were to tell you that we gathered the best players from around the world here to compete, I would only be giving you half the story. Street Fighter League is nothing like other Capcom tournaments. This is a team event where no individual part is greater than the whole. We know what these players can achieve on their own. We've seen their greatness. There is no need to question that.
It's MenaRD!
The question is, can they put their ego to the side? Can they put their pride aside? Can they sacrifice themselves in order for their team to win? It's one thing being up on that stage by yourself in all your glory and controlling the outcome. It's completely different putting on that jersey with 3 other people and trusting that the next man up is going to do their job. This is where the talking ends and the fighting begins. New game, new rules, new season. Welcome to Street Fighter League.
Welcome to Street Fighter League season number 6. That's right, with Street Fighter 6 here with the US. We're bringing it all the way back internationally into American soil. My name is Vicious, here with Tasty Steve to deliver all the action. And if you guys were tuning in last week, man, I gotta tell you what, these teams are completely stacked. This is the all-star lineup of what you can ask for in the world of fighting games. Going through it, right, take a look at some of the teams that you might have missed. This is the ones that you don't want to sleep on because this season is absolutely legendary. Before we get into it, obviously, Tasty Steve, you gotta talk to me about some of these teams, man.
First off, let's go down the list. NASR returns, Angry Bird, Big Bird, Punk, and Nephew. Bandits back on the docket, MenaRD, Cabo, ChrisCCH, Xiao Hai, of course, UYU, the new KnuckleDoo, Dual Kevin, Zhen, as well as VX Bao.
And that's only the first half of it. The second half, obviously, versus Vortex, comprised of Oil King, NL, DCQ, and CN, looking awfully familiar there. Red Rooster as well with Mono, Ajax, Fidelity, PR Balrog, and BananaKen. That's not all. We have Endemic to round it out with Samurai, ChrisCCH, Reynald, and Flash Metroid. Damn, what a lineup.
Yeah, some crazy teams for you guys, but let's talk a little bit about the format. We switched it up just a tiny bit from last season. Talk to him, Vicious.
Taking a look at the format, each team is comprised of 4 players. The away team submits their player order ahead of time. The home team will get to counterpick. Teams will play 3 consecutive matches, with the first player match being 10 points, the second player match worth 10 points as well, the third and final match, 20 points. However, if there's a sudden death that needs to be played out, if the points are tied, we're going to get that sudden death match worth 5 points. The team with the most points at the end of the team battle obviously wins. The top 4 teams with the highest number of points at the end of the season will make playoffs, so every single match counts, especially with what's on the line this season.
Speaking of what's on the line, $75,000 on the line, $60,000 for first place. Second place will be getting $15,000. But I feel like the main prize is that big trip to Capcom Cup to face off against not only SFL Japan, but SFL Europe as well, to see who will be the actual crown champion of Street Fighter 6 as well as Street Fighter League. So of course there's a lot on the line, not just the money, but going to Capcom Cup and representing your nation as one of the best teams in the world.
You're damn right. And this is the best time to get invested, baby. Take a look at the teams and what's coming up for this week's action. We got to take a look. Endemic versus NASR to start things off, followed up by Bandits versus Red Rooster, and to round it all out, versus Vortex versus the new UYU. Damn, it's full of lore.
Look, I can't wait to get into these matches. You saw what last week had waiting for us. We got games for you guys, and I mean great games. You don't want to miss them. Stay tuned right after this break.
Time to work, time to work. When inhaled, coriammertin blocks the gamma-aminobutyric acid receptors in the central nervous system, causing spasmodic muscle contractions.
Master, it's a work of art! It's perfect!
What to do with you now? So, shall we put him out of his misery? Time for some experimentation. I bet poison would work wonders on you. I wouldn't move if I were you. Poison's on the menu. I'm finished with you. I have you. It's over. My own death. Let's dream now. Here, there, then here, and my magnum opus! Is my poison kicking in?
Street Fighter 6.
Welcome back. You already know what it is. It's time for the first match of this week here at Street Fighter League. Vicious back at it again with Tasty Steve to bring these first two teams together. Endemic versus NASR. Steve, what can we expect coming into this first match?
I mean, look, Endemic has a whole new roster coming into it. I mean, look, if you look at what NASR's bringing to the table, that's just a heavy-hitting team that you look at no matter what. And it's going to be a little scary on both sides, but I feel like when it comes to being the new kids on the block, Endemic has a lot to live up to, especially when you consider who's on that team that they're going against.
Oh, we have one of those cats, one of the newcomers onto the squad, but no newcomer in the world of the FGC. Let's take a closer look at that with one of their new players, Flash Metroid.
First time here on Street Fighter League, but I would say, of course, a fighting game OG. I think that's fair to say at this point. Man's like Flash Metroid. Good talking to you, bro. What's going on?
You too, man. Pleasure to be here, dude.
Yeah, how is it your first time on Street Fighter League so far? Have you really competed in a format like this?
Nah, this is my first time. It's kind of crazy. It's dope having this much competition, and we're gonna be here for a while, so I'm excited.
All right, man. You real relaxed, man. You like to be calm and laid back and all that. I'm gonna tell you something. Your team, I think they out here trying to win. They trying to get the dub. So, you know, how do you think your relaxed personality plays into the team dynamic?
Well, I've had a lot more experience than most of my teammates, so I think after a while, you just don't care about the win or the lose. Win or loss, it's like the same thing the next day. So I think now I'm just over the whole dooming of winning and losing. I think I'm already over that.
Another 4-letter word that that sentence might be is soft.
Soft?
That sounded soft, Flash. You an OG in the FGC. I don't understand. You don't care if you win or lose? Explain.
I mean, I do. Obviously I do care, but I play my best when I play my best, and after that, it's like, what's the point of being salty about it after it already happened? I get home, I get back in the lab, and I cook the next time usually, and that's really all I can do.
Do you think that it helps you, this whole calm demeanor that you have, do you think that it helps you to perform better in these anchor positions?
I think so. I think that, especially today so far, I've seen everybody drop a lot of combos. I don't think I'm gonna be having that kind of difficulties while I'm here.
Okay, all right, and then as far as these teams, man, I think that when you look at all these rosters, we'll keep it a buck. The people was looking around at a lot of different teams as, I don't think they're looking at Endemic as one of them ones.
I don't blame him.
So,
I don't blame him.
What you?
Yo, come on, man. I'm not blind. I'm not blind. NASR's team is broken.
Yeah.
But just because they're the favorite don't mean that they're gonna win. You know what I mean? So like,
why aren't
I
they
can accept.
Why aren't they though?
Why aren't they
gonna win? I'm trying to understand.
Just variance. 2 games is not enough to really like say for sure you're gonna beat anybody. Even you can beat people in this game right now.
What the hell is this? Whoa! Where did you just get this? Ladies and gentlemen, that's enough. We've had enough of Flash Metroid. Congratulations, you won your little anchor match. First to one Blanca. Ah, wow. Congratulations, Endemic. You guys are looking good so far. Flash Metroid.
Man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, all right. First season of Street Fighter League. Welcome.
And there you have it. Peter talking about his trials and tribulations coming through the fighting game community and how he's over the pressure of always having to succeed and win. And obviously we all want to win, but look, he's been around for quite some time now, even though he is, one of the guys that I met when I came into it.
Oh yeah.
He's been here for a minute, and now I feel like he's finally getting to that point, and you heard him say it himself. So it says a lot about his mentality coming into Street Fighter League, and like we said before, there's a lot of first-timers here. He's being one of them. It's great to see him here, especially on a team like Endemic.
And I'm glad you bring up the mentality aspect of it, because the next interview we have up is none other than Punk the God coming in from NASR with the brand new super team, right? He has been the most confident player that we could ever ask for in the realm of Street Fighter, not even just Street Fighter League, but in Street Fighter. In fact, he has been the forefront of a lot of the trends, a lot of the meta developing from the beginning of Street Fighter V up until this point. I am kind of curious about what his mentality is now going into a brand new season with a brand new game, and we have that answer with RobTV.
The leader of the Alpha Academy here representing Team NASR, Punk the God. What's going on, bro?
How you doing?
It's good seeing you, man.
Nice
so,
to see
I see you went ahead and put together a super team, or Angry Bird put it together. What's going on here? That team is OD.
Well, I don't know why everyone say we're a super team. One, I think we probably the worst team in here because we're just friends. So it's just a bunch of friends got together. It's like, you know what? Let's play with each other and see how we can do. But every other team don't look like they're very friends, in my opinion. They don't seem very friend-like. They kind of look like mercenaries to me.
Maybe that's saying something to you guys' elitism, that all your friends happen to be godlike top 8 Evo type places players.
I just think we got lucky, to be honest. I don't think we really as good as our Evo results showed. Like me and Angry Bird, I feel like we just got lucky, and it's just a matter of luck for us that we get these results. It's not real skill.
How did that team even come together, bro? Like, when did Angry Bird hit you up to join the team?
Well, what happened? I think maybe Big Bird. I talked to Big Bird, and then for me to join the team, I had to have Nephew with me. So for me, I planned on probably not playing Street Fighter League if I couldn't get Nephew on my team with me.
You literally would drop out of Street Fighter League if not getting Nephew.
Yeah, I declined a lot of teams that asked me because they didn't want to bring him on with me. So I feel like for me, as long as I can have Nephew on my team, I don't really care. I just like to play with Nephew, and I believe in him. And I just feel like he's amazing. He showed it when he played against ChrisCCH. He got the clutch victory. I don't know how, but he did it. So
yeah. Why is that so big for you, bro? I don't think a lot of people would do that for their homies, to be honest. Like, you're not even gonna play if you don't have your dog with you.
I just like playing with Nephew. I feel like we've been playing for so long. I've lived with him. For me, it just feels very comfortable to have him on the team.
And it's fun for me to watch Punk the God stream clips. So one of them that come to my mind is I'm the only player in the world that's playing neutral in Street Fighter 6, even out of all of the godlike players.
Nah, I said Tokido too. Yeah. I see it too.
You and Tokido.
Yeah.
Okay, you stand on that.
I think so. I think we the ones who play the most neutral and we not using the system mechanics as much to try to get our wins and sneak in like drive rushes and stuff. Yeah, I stand by that.
All right, and back to your team, bro. Every other year of Street Fighter League, you have been the guy, like clearly the guy on the team. This is the first time where that may not be the case. There's like, you know, a lot of you guys that's just absolutely insane. What's that like for you?
It just feels crazy, and I feel like I don't really have any pressure anymore. And, you know, even before I never really felt pressured because I put it on myself. It's my teams I made. But now it's really no pressure because I just can play, and I know I got some people behind me that's probably going to win their matches even if I lost mine. So it's really comforting to just have a team like that.
Imagine going up against Punk the God in these type of circumstances. Absolutely terrifying. Team NASR looking like the strongest, at least on paper, to a whole lot of people, and Punk the God is definitely one of the reasons. Pleasure talking to you, bro.
Well, damn. That's kind of a mouthful. And, you know, I do like the mentality that he comes with it, right? He wants to make sure that he plays in the best condition, the best, I guess, environment that he could ask for. And obviously with his friends is where he feels like he could play and perform the best that he could, right? So I do like that aspect of it, of, you know, bringing in Nephew, or else it's a no deal for him, which is pretty cool of NASR to bring along. But at the same time, them obviously having that friendship base first is ever so important. But now the biggest thing to really consider between these two titans, right? Endemic versus NASR, what's the order going to be like for NASR, and how is Endemic going to counter them? Now, overall, I think Endemic has had a very, very interesting start, right? They had set themselves up for success with what we talked about with Flash Metroid. Like, who would want to play against Blanca in a 1-to-1? Well, they set themselves up for that success.
He even tried to run the story. We were outside talking before this week's team match, and he was like, yeah, man, you were talking like my character is like actually like crazy. And I'm like, your character is crazy. And then PR Balrog was standing right there. He was rocking it first. He's like, what do you mean your character's not crazy? And even he understood that. So
that's the moment where he actually came back to reality. He was thinking about his family. He was like, what he's doing in his gameplay. He's like, wait a minute, record scratch. Wait, your character does what? You don't believe your character does what?
PR Balrog literally said, you're making me tight right now. Like,
with the biggest smile on his face, too.
He was like, you're making me tight right now. And it really does say a lot. But before we even get there, obviously, Flash was in that anchor position at the end, right? And I say anchor, I meant the sudden death position, because now we have changed up the rules where you can't pick the player. It has to be the player that's set out of the team match that week. So Flash being in that position, especially with the Blanca, says a lot. But we're at the top of the key. These are our first matches for the team match today. And we got Reynald coming up against Angry Bird. If you are Angry Bird, how do you prepare yourself for this? Like, well, I know he plays JP, and honestly, I feel like that's the only thing that you can say, because it's Reynald. That's literally it. That's the only thing you can say, like, well, it's Reynald.
You can't just run the matchup with anybody else.
You can't.
You have to run the Reynald matchup. It's not the JP matchup anymore. And we've seen that proven last week when it came to him versus KnuckleDoo. So obviously, Angry Bird, he's faced off against the creme de la creme of JPs, right? We're talking about Kakeru, more often than not in Japan. I don't know how many times he's already played on Wi-Fi here in LA, but granted, he's had a lot of JP practice. So it's really, I think, in Angry Bird's court, to be honest with you, in regards to the favorites right now. But Reynald already off to a fantastic start thus far, and that's going to be a huge punish counter. Drive rush forward into the standing medium kick. I'm loving that, but damn!
Oh, nice. Just a little stagger right there. Stand heavy punch confirmed into the uppercut. Reynald stuck in this corner, and look at his drive bar. Burnout, getting real close. Spins the EX, tries to hit a button after he's plus after those OD fireballs. Yeah.
Not in this situation. Yeah, like he was close to burnout. It could have been a bad situation, but he did have a chance, right? Especially after the OD fireball. There is a chance for you to take your turn back.
Oh, no, so that's not plus. That's not a plus situation. Excuse me.
It was in Street Fighter 5, to be fair. We were so used to seeing that kind of pressure. And like that's something that, you know, Reynald needed to check as well. So it's totally fair.
Speaking of checking, drive rush to get in. Crouch medium kick, and he's really... Oh. I like the stand light kick and the fireball. Perfect parry. Parry's right back. Drive rush in and just turning the offense on to make sure Reynald doesn't get to play it all. There's a throw. Okay, OD fireball once again in the corner. Tries to drive rush to get out of there and build some space. Angry Bird says no. He's
Man,
got
he's
3
just
of them.
harassing them, too.
Yes, sir. I like those Angry Birds. Can I get one of them Rashid combos? Can I get like a crouch medium punch fireball super?
Punk sitting behind him with Big Bird, kind of razzing a little bit.
I don't like that, man. I'm not a fan with them. Like all 3 of them.
Yeah, on the
laughing.
same team.
At least give us nephew. What's nephew doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he laughing too? If he's laughing, then all right.
Yo, look.
If you can make the robot laugh, I get it.
Satsui no nephew. I feel like if he starts laughing, that's how you know things are getting crazy.
Exactly.
Oh, tries to go for a throw, low, medium kick, confirm. Yo, mini loops. DP to keep the corner pressure, stand line kick. And once again, he's stuck in this corner.
Jesus.
With no drive bar. And look at the loops coming from Angry Bird. And you got the level 1 to close out. Saves one for the next round. This is the first player match of this team match. So that means this is best of 3.
Jeez Louise.
I felt the power of Yipes take over me, and I had to scream it out. I had to scream it to the hilltop. That was optimal.
Nice.
Beautifully done.
Okay.
The sandwich. Yep.
Wow. Departure.
Departure again. And I like the idea. He set up the spike in front of him just in case Angry Bird decided to drive rush forward. Speaking of which, I love the interruption. Great call from Reynald. You know, the low forward at the tip, right at the edge of the boot.
Dash up throw. After the powered up uppercut, tick throw once again. Crouch jab throw. Trying to see how he's going to deal with it. Crouch short to stop the pressure. Almost got out of the corner. Jump light from Angry Bird. Going to keep the corner. Gets the side switch, but still puts him right back in the situation. Jab goes into the drive rush. Spins the level 3. That is a quick 2-0 for the side of NASR.
You're not kidding. He was building up so much meter throughout the entire onslaught, and also the stagger pressure. It's so hard to tell when you can actually press a button. You know, Reynald feeling the exact same way, but it's not the end of it, right? This is I don't know how often they've actually played against each other, if ever. Reynald versus Angry Bird.
There's no way they played against each other.
I mean, like, the only time that they could have, the only time they could have is outside. I mean, like, maybe they could have run a casual set before the tournament.
I would be surprised if those guys have actually played each other before. And on top of that, you can tell by the way that Angry Bird really kind of approached it. He was like, I'm not going to give you time to play. Like, he literally was like at the tail end of low forward. He was like, oh, I'm going to make sure you deal with this, even on block. But most of them was successful because Reynald was really trying to get out of that range. And that's what you kind of do against King. You're like, bro, I don't want to give him this automatic range where he gets to pressure me. And literally, Angry Bird was like, I'm going to make sure you understand that you're never getting out of that range. Quick 2-0. Obviously, there's still a team battle going on, a team match going on here. ChrisCCH looks like he's coming up next against the Big Bird.
Now we got a different champ, Red Bull Kumite champ. Big Bird coming up. His brother in arms. Bros of a feather flock together. I gotta say, man, the Marissa's gonna be coming up against ChrisCCH. Now we're gonna see Ken piloted by a different player, and he's been a stellar player throughout the entirety of Street Fighter V, in my opinion, but more so in the tail end of it. Now he's gotten all of that practice, all the fundamentals down for this game, and I will say, man, he's been one of the more enjoyable Kens to watch in the North American scene, obviously with ChrisCCH. But I gotta say, man, ChrisCCH, both Chris's are mad good with Ken.
But if we're talking about Ken, we know that Big Bird's main training partner, Angry Bird, is the Evo champion Ken. Yeah. So, like, there's something you have to put on the table and respect about it as well. But what if he decides to go with the, a Luke instead?
Or RJP.
RJP. There are options there, but you're going to be in trouble at any point in time. That NASR side.
That's right. Your happy place. Oh boy, that happy place definitely happens to be the crouching medium kick range. That has been the biggest ruckus, I feel like, on social media. The roundhouse coming in through, the big conversion as well. ChrisCCH now in full control of throw. Marisa, I feel like, is pretty weak to throws, no?
I wouldn't even say like weak to throws, but the options that she has is weak to throws, right? Like if you want to wake up and do like counter or something like that, you can still scoop that, so.
Yeah, no doubt. What a time to interrupt as well, but no big conversion. I feel like, with that drive gauge, still going to be more than enough, and ChrisCCH solidifies the perfect first round of game 1.
Got you. Dash forward. I love checking the legs because a lot of people, I feel like, forget, Gladius and stuff like that. You got to go to the leg. Go for the low so you can take advantage of that.
He's teching a lot. Yep.
Oh, you hear that? A little bit of advice from Mikey. Samurai saying that Big Bird is teching a lot. The phalanx coming on in. trying to read some of the fireballs perhaps against ChrisCCH, but no reaction coming in from the young man. But also, look how much she's pushed Ken to the corner.
Try to get something out of ChrisCCH right there. Oh, this is a dangerous situation. Because if he gets the right series, he can go straight into
overhead.
level 3 if he wants to. This next series, you're dead. You're probably
hella
dead,
dead.
bro.
I believe it. I believe in the powers that be, and it's Marisa, baby. You think level 2 would have killed?
The mommy of muscle.
Give him a little kiss. Now you know history.
Walk up, look at the bicep, though. That's the first thing you see on screen. Bam! Look at that bad boy. The shoulders, though, Marisa, though.
Boulders for shoulders, man. That's the Tasty Steve right there. You know how many military presses this guy puts you through on any given workout? I'll tell you what, those are the Tasty Steve arms.
Yo, the mother of muscle, I like to call it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, you gotta hold that. Oh,
Jesus!
Okay.
Take that. Take that.
You met the muscle mommy? Well, check out the Delts Daddy. What? Level 3 on deck again.
I was wondering where that was going. I'm glad you had something there.
Don't worry.
Tried the Gladius to get through. Neutral jump. Almost had something big there. That is one of those situations where Kens typically go for the uppercut. Yeah, great blocks, especially in Burnout. This is one of those pressure series that you have to look for when you're in Burnout versus Ken.
Yeah.
Jeez, the micro step back against the throw bait. Listen, man, Samurai, he made that call out mad early. You know, Big Bird, he likes to tech.
His Superman punches are unhinged. He's got to slow down on those.
He's taking a lot.
He can't help himself, bro. He can't help himself. Just keep looking for
But
it.
not ChrisCCH.
Yeah. Chris definitely played that very well towards the end. Nice medium kick target combo, dash rush up, looking for something big, taking the parry instead of doing anything. And this is exactly what I was talking about. Tries to use the OD parry versus Ken and Marisa. That's one of her options. Has a few attacks up there. Throw,
punish.
oh no,
Beautiful.
throw, low, as well as the overhead. But Chris doesn't want any of that. Gets the hit, knock down, dash rush in. What's the guess? Where are you going?
God, look at the damage and fold. Origami. That was sick.
Went for the charge. That was so good.
You ran into the fist right in the gut too.
Okay,
set him
cross
down,
up.
safe jump. Where are you going? Look at the soul. You could pinpoint right here. Where is his soul?
That's fine. Yeah, that's
The way she kicks the body over. Where are you going? Just kicks the body over. Okay, dash rush in.
Stop, he's already dead.
Back heavy punch pressure. You got to be careful right here. And look at what's happening to the drive bar.
Nice, we get the reaction to get the balance this time. ChrisCCH starting to wake up just a little bit, but it's still up to Big Bird, right? He still has... Oh, he's looking for... ChrisCCH going for the jump preemptively? What a read.
Oh, wow, that was crazy meaty right there. Luckily, the parry. Definitely seen these situations before. Gets the counter hit, confirms that's going to be another round on the board, and instantly answers back versus Big Bird. Set point right here.
That's actually kind of crazy. Taking a look at the meter as well, there's going to be explosive damage off of the single hit. It's just a matter of who will get it first. Oh!
Okay, tries to trade.
Where are you going?
Where
Do it again.
are you going? Sweet dreams. Okay, OD uppercut this time around. Stops the pressure, fights back to the middle of the screen. No anti-air. Where are you going?
Are you going to drive rush again? Yeah, you're going to bait? Yeah.
Trying to bait something. You got to be careful. Oh.
That was huge. Oh, you're dead?
You're
yeah,
dead.
you already know it. What a confirm from Big Bird, too. Now, I like his layer of offense that he's been implementing. He knows full well that ChrisCCH's defense has been top-notch, right, against all the normals. But what happens when you have to guess against and fold?
Yeah, he's having to take risks because, exactly.
Yeah, you're out neutral. And mid-screen is pretty much always his press buttons there. Like, I get why he's doing this, the mix between that and the X counter. I'm okay with that.
Just try to space the Superman punch. I feel like you're getting a lot of mileage off when you whiff a Superman punch. So as long as you don't whiff that, you've been pretty much destroying him in neutral.
A lot of times you get the knockdown, drive rush in, back heavy punch, make you hold it, and it was doing damage to the drive bar. And you talked about this already, how my man was not shaking at all. He was like, you know what, that's cool. We're going to keep it. Back throw. Yep.
And it's a punish counter. Yes, sir.
Back heavy. He loves that pressure. Look at what it does, bro.
Oh, no, not again. Are you going to drive rush and bait, or are you going to drive rush and convince him? Are you going to walk up? I like that. The different checks from Big Bird.
Ooh, and uses the full target to get the knockdown, baits it out. Oh, you're dead.
Go next.
You're dead. Oh, no, didn't spend it, so you...
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You're fine. You still have drive rush.
Good choice.
To follow up afterwards. I like how, like, when she's in burnout, she has, like, the little limp leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, still a lot of damage.
Nice.
The stagger. We get the opener off of the target combo.
Nice.
Again, the big confirm from ChrisCCH. Back-to-back sequences. Big Bird. He's in a lot of trouble. Yeah, you can't jump out of here. Don't get thrown. You knew it.
Maurice is still in this game, though. Just FYI. She's still in the game, bro. Don't let this fool you. Things may look dire. But if level 3 gets there, and punish counter tries to go for a parry,
don't get hit. No, not like this, Steve.
Goes
not
for a back throw. OD to try to challenge. Not gonna work out. Catches you.
Oh no!
Oh, are you just gonna spin that?
Yo, spend all the damage?
No!
Wait, one more sequence, you could actually kill him. Oh, he's tempting. The counter hit was there. There could have been something.
Oh, he could have comboed in the level 3 right there.
It could have been it. Just one critical art, one touch for both players.
Drive reversal.
Nice.
Oh, what a challenge. He spends the rest of his drive on the OD uppercut, keeps him alive. Another chance at life, set point.
This is actually kind of sick.
This is ridiculous. Oh,
Nice.
Catches you low.
Hey.
Tatsu to the corner.
Going for the OP instead. Actually, the corner carry. Oh, no!
Oh, that is gonna hurt. That is gonna hurt.
Dear God.
That is gonna hurt.
Knights of Columbus, that hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, do you see Ken's face? Look at the bicep.
I was too busy looking at the biceps, Steve. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, this pressure. Look, and now you're in burnout. Don't do that. That works. Side switch. This is good. This is good.
Goofy on that one. That was actually so smart at ChrisCCH.
So we need to
with the amount of meter that he has down below. Willingness for that level 1.
Nice. Now he burned himself out. It's fine.
Himself out,
It's
yeah.
your turn.
Reynald, you know, he burned himself out. It's fine. He's just turning on the offense, not giving ChrisCCH a chance. I'm thinking a throw was coming, but this right here, the Gen ride kicks while you're in burnout. Nice block on the overhead. Back dashes the throw.
Nice.
Tries to use the armor on the counter, but nothing.
Nice.
Uh-oh. Tick throws.
Forward, right? No. Chasing him down manually.
Again.
Shifting into gear a little bit. Big Bird walking him down, but it's the last. And that's exactly what it's going to be. ChrisCCH taking down the big man. Big Bird down 1-2.
Well. Big Bird not going to be able to get the W here, so that means NASR is counting on whoever is up next, and they will be playing against Punk, but the opponent will be Samurai for Endemic, the old SFL Classic.
Yeah, man. This is the matchup that I always look forward to in and out of Street Fighter League. And to be fair, man, you know, Samurai has been, I feel like, in a little bit of a character crisis, right? He's currently landed on Luke. Every so often, though, he will pull out the Ryu and or Ken in between sets.
Now, I'm not sure what character he's going to lock in with to go into immediately, but Punk is already looking really confident. He looks like he's not worried at all.
Yeah.
This is going to be really interesting. Once again, these guys have a lot of history with each other. And I think that, you know, Punk kind of prides himself on having the one-up versus Samurai, right? And we all know that I feel like Punk's smack talk is so good, where Samurai really has to be worked up to this point. This is the meta, right? This is the meta of smack talk. We went from the game itself to the meta of the smack talk.
That's just part of the game.
There's a timer
and,
this
and
year, right?
Samurai understands.
I know there's a timer for 30 seconds, right? That's in the rules, I think. No one
You have to wait for a whole year now.
I guess. They don't care about me, what I'm saying. They don't care about the rules they made.
This is what's going to be. He's going in at him again. And immediately fist bumps him, right? He talks.
I told you,
He talks
bro.
the talk, and he's like, yeah, let's go.
Good luck, man. Good games.
Luke versus Cammy. We talked about the character selection. It's going to be the tried and true 4 Samurai. Here we go. Game 1 between these two players. I was going to say the range might be a little problematic if you're hanging out with mid. Yeah, oh boy, I don't know what that was.
Hey, look, I thought it was a throw.
It was an overhead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oi, the big confirm coming through.
Wow.
That was slick.
Wow.
Did you block that? Oh, he blocked that.
I like that.
Bro, just chill, bro. You need to rest.
Is it?
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Stand medium kick. Uppercut this time around to stop the jump in. Okay, forward throw. Samurai trying to get a game started here.
Oh. That's so scary too. I understand like him trying to go for catching the landing against Cammy. That could have been so much damage, but this is going to be great now for Punk. being able to lock down Luke in this corner too. The right amount of space, dive kick or even uppercut if Luke decides to move out via jump.
He's jumping.
Or even try to get into space walking. This is going to be the toughest part, right? Trying to traverse past Punk's neutral. And, you know, Samurai does find the big opener, at least with the drive rush going in.
Nice.
Jump, that jab to stop the dive kick. Slick.
No trade. Punk was prepared for it, though. Tried to get a follow-up combo. Samurai's defense holding strong. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, there was an attempt at an uppercut, perhaps, but
Level
no, it was a
3,
crouching
yeah.
jab, I think.
Level 3 for sure.
Man, I can't tell you what it is, but I think there might have been a situation where
Like those spin
Samurai
knuckles,
attempted to uppercut. There's the level 3, you already know it. Yeah, Punk getting the first game 2 straight. Starting things off with the perfect, by the way, ending it out with a level 3.
Samurai getting ready. Meditative state. The avatar state.
Sharpening the blade. Getting ready for the execution. Trying to infiltrate the Serite. What? Huh? And there's so much to really talk about too. In regards to like how back and forth it can be, I think it was just one mishap that Samurai had that could have led to his victory, right? He could have had the uppercut against the approach from Punk. But overall, I think the pacing that Samurai had, at least in round 2, perfect, right? Round 2, I think it was, well, it was well played.
Yeah.
You know, he's well informed as to what Punk wants to do in neutral, and we might see a big difference. Already starting things up. Hold up.
To the corner you go. Man, Bad Boy's got some range. It just feels
I'm not a
so
fan of that
fast.
roundhouse, man. I still think of the CBS. Oh, back row.
Fireball just in case. Remember
Oh,
that.
counter.
Wow.
No. That's rough.
Nice.
Back throw? No. Mr. Perfect input, that's going to hit, yeah.
You take those.
I don't know if that's something that Punk wanted to do. Maybe he wanted to autocorrect, but either way, spending that meter, getting that damage is totally fine with him.
Oh, wow.
And you know what's funny? Punk absolutely read that. You can see it in the player cam. He's speaking to himself. He's like, yep, I knew what you wanted to do. And that's big intel because Punk is really, really great at checking some of these drive rushes, right? And also the drive impact.
Oh, you got to be quicker than that.
I'm sick.
Small combo.
But big damage. Oh, speaking of big damage, where we going?
Combo.
Burnout. Maybe EX plus.
Close to burnout. Bringing a full walking perhaps.
Oh.
You already know it.
Expensive character Cammy. Yeah, you get these hits, but the minute you're on defense, you could be in a bad situation trying to keep yourself alive, especially versus a character with projectile. What a placement on the button!
Damn! Oh, he tried it again. No way.
That's a reversal, bruh.
What would have happened if Samurai had gone into like maybe a fireball, perhaps? Oh, big counter hit conversion, spends the rest of the drive gauge. That's more than enough damage, building up the level 2. But either way, didn't even
In neutral, just make sure you're giving him a lot of different looks. Like he's able to look for that drive rush and call it out hard. He's able to look for the fireball just because you're not giving him too much to look for.
Back, neck, and all that. She breaks everything. Literally, it's the best massage of your life.
All right, here we go.
best massage of your life. I definitely do not believe you for a second. In fact, he's going to be your one-way ticket to either a 6 foot below hotel or a maybe an expensive chiropractor.
Called the Killer Bee for a reason. Drive rush.
I'm thinking a chiropractor for sure.
Oh, man, the conversions that Punk has been displaying so far.
Making every single hit count. Remember, this is the guy that invented the single hit confirms. That meta, that was him.
Jeez. Punk completely content with waiting. And as soon as I say that, drive rush in, gets the back throw. Or the forward throw, excuse me.
That's kind of difficult too. Like, I haven't really seen Samurai test some of these. He's not going to go for the side switch. Instead, he's going to go for the flash knuckle sequence. A lot of damage on the table, but this is great because now it resets the neutral for him to possibly engage with fireballs. But no, he's swinging the whole time. He's throwing out a bunch of mediums from the start, but now seeing himself in burnout, Punk just needs one opening.
Backing up.
Ooh. Nice opening we were looking for. You already knew it.
Into stun. That is definitely going to be the one. Hold it for the hits.
You always gotta do that.
I love that sequence too. I don't know what they're laughing about. I feel like Big Bird is like, I don't know what's up, but like you know, Punk, he knows what's good. Like he even said it himself. He's like, you have to do that.
Nice.
What is it about Samurai that needs to be done better? That was a very early crushing jab. Did you see that after the drive rush?
Yeah.
That was a horrible combo.
My man Punk talking like he's playing on the stream.
I'm not even going to repeat that.
Oh, yes, GG's now.
Punk letting them know it's GG's now. It ain't over just yet, though. It ain't over just yet, though.
You know, if stuff hits the fan with Samurai and he gets this big opener against Punk and takes his game, I want to know where Punk's mentally at. Oh, that was a sick fake. That was actually the sickest fake, and that seals his fate. That was, what, 3 games straight? How many rounds straight coming in for Punk? He's playing he's playing Samurai's strategy to a T, waiting it out just as patient as he is.
Literally didn't give him anything. He was like, you know what? I'm not giving you anything. And I think that's the best way to play somebody like Samurai, because they want to get comfortable. They want to be able to play this very, very, not slow game, but like a controlling game where you have to take them out of their zone before you can get anything started. But not going to be able to do it here. NASR, too strong right now, man. Like you said, not an all-star team. Just, you know.
I don't know about all that. I'm gonna pump the brakes on that one. All-star team, that's definitely them. You know, 30 points to their name. No doubt about it. Easily one of the strongest group of players that we could ask for. But again, it all really depends. It's still very early on. But with this victory in mind, in week 2, they need as many points as they can get to get into the playoffs. Again, it's too early to really talk about playoffs, but every single game counts. All things considered, though, Punk feeling his confidence 3 games straight. He needs it in the long run. Obviously, he's a very momentum-based player. But overall, especially with the Birds, I'm sure they have a lot to say about their performance despite the win. Let's take a look with RobTV to see what Team NASR has to say about their victory.
I am standing next to a bad man in an absolutely ridiculous team. We are with Team NASR's Angry Bird. Congratulations, man. What's going on with you guys right now? You looking unstoppable.
Punk's looking unstoppable, to be honest.
How do y'all even decide, you know, with so much talent on your team, how do you decide who goes into the anchor spot?
All together. Like, we see who we agree together. Whoever thinks he's good to go as the anchor spot goes. Punk said he's good to go, so we trust him, and he went to the anchor spot.
Okay, and you know, specifically, man, the Ken versus JP matchup, I feel like you play that absolutely insane. The only time I really seen you lose it at the highest level is when somebody just played like an absolute robot in grand finals of Gamers 8. Outside of that, and you even beat him at that event. What is it with you in that matchup?
Because I think he's the best character in the game, so I focus so much on him that I improve in the matchup a lot. So I have so many strategies against JB now, but trust me, it doesn't matter.
Okay, and right now, man, a lot of people will have you as the best player in the world, you know, at least easily in the conversation, but probably even the best. Why have you taken to this game so fast? You were ridiculous in 5, but in 6, it seems like you're at a whole new level.
I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know. I think Ken fits my style properly in this game. Like the Ken and Street Fighter 5 transitioned properly to this game. So because it's the same style, it's kind of the same style, Ken SF5, Ken SF6. So I was one of the fastest people to transition to this game because of the Ken style. That's what I would say.
Team NASR looking absolutely insane. Congratulations and good luck with the rest of the season.
Objection! Fighting is an art. And this is our canvas. Here, we flex our style, our passion, our creativity, our skills. We come here to break rules, to bend minds, to change the game. This is where we make an impression. This is where we make our masterpiece.
Street Fighter 6.
Available now.
I present the Hunter from Komura.
Endemic versus NASR comes to a close. Very clean victory on the side of NASR. But once again, this season, we give you guys not two, but three team battles. But let's take a look at the standings before we go any further into this next team match. And you can see it right now. NASR +7, 55 points up there. Of course, Red Rooster sitting at 40. Endemic, who we just saw, now has 35 points. UIU 20 points, as well as Bandits right there as well at 20. And rounded out versus Vortex, taking up the old UIU spot with 0 points. Regardless, I think these matches are really telling, especially since that last one. But the next is going to be Bandits versus Red Rooster, and both of these teams are made up of some legendary as well as SFL legendary players. But one of the Street Fighter hopeful names that everybody should know, and you're about to know a little better, Chris T.
North American Street Fighter legend. He is making his debut here on Street Fighter League. ChrisCCH. What's going on with you, bro?
What's going on, my brother?
Man, I'm so happy that you're actually here for Street Fighter League. It's your first one. What's it like for you so far, man?
It's an honor, man. I'm glad that Mena chose me to be his teammate. It feels great to be here. Everybody's been dope.
You know, you had your first match. You at least got your feet wet. You didn't get a full first to 2.
Right.
It was only a first to 1, but you played against Dark Neff.
Yeah.
A lot of people might have had you favored in that match.
Yeah.
And Neff ended up taking it from you. How did you feel about that match?
He's the toughest opponent that I've faced in the West whenever we play. He had the better mental composure, to be 100% honest.
All right, but as far as this tournament as a whole, Street Fighter League, talk to the people about the difference between what you feel playing here in the team format versus normal CPT events.
It's a different feeling because personally, I loved getting into Street Fighter and the competition of it because of the individual pressure that you feel on yourself. I don't have to rely on somebody else to be clutch. And when it comes to a team tournament, you have to keep in mind that you have people that are relying on you, and you want to perform well for yourself, but also for the people, especially Mena, because he believes in me to be on his team. It's a different level of pressure. It's a different type of expectation that comes from yourself, and you want to rise above it. And unfortunately, I couldn't, but there's other days to make up for it. Yeah.
Okay, so when we look at Team Bandits, we look at you guys as one of the super teams, Team NASR and Team Bandits.
Yeah.
We look at it as if Mena right now has to be looked at as he's the best as far as the results we've seen.
Correct.
But for everyone else that makes it a super team, we think that we don't put you lower or Cabo lower or anything like that. We think you are you're right up there.
Yeah.
Do you look at it like that though? When right now, as you are looking into the mirror, do you look at Chris T the way that the fans look at you?
Anybody that's sitting behind me, I know that I can beat them, right? It's just a matter of executing it, but also being realistic with yourself, knowing that there are people here that have accomplished more than you have, and that you have to hold them to a higher degree of standard. You have to give credit where credit's due. I don't want to be delusional and be like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to know that that guy won Capcom Cup twice. Angry Bird won Evo just this year. So there's credit where it needs to be given. But I think that everybody here in Street Fighter League this season is considered to be in that top 1% of players that can do this professionally and can win any tournament. So you have to look at yourself as that type of player as well and be able to execute when the time comes.
If my girlfriend comes to the studio and visits, all I ask is that you speak a couple octaves higher.
I got you.
If you say hello to her.
Okay. I can definitely do that.
If Chris T does not go ahead here and win Street Fighter League, I think he can make $1 million per year as a voice actor. I feel like I was talking to like the voice of God or
that would be
like
nice.
Jedi or something like that,
That
bro.
would be nice.
Chris, so glad you're here on Street Fighter League, my brother.
Dog.
Street Fighter legend and Bandits' very own Chris Taterio.
And that's something I feel like Chris T has very much came into on his own, understanding like, hey man, I had it in my hands, but he had better mental composure than I, which says a lot about the new Chris T approach to learning the game. He always talks about how the mental stack of Street Fighter 6 is a lot. I see him a lot of times when he plays sets, he takes these breaks like, yo, mentally, that was exhausting. Playing someone like Nephew, talking about the match from last week, really does let you know just how much it takes to succeed in this game, but that's all a part of the pressure that comes with it. Bandits coming up, going up against Red Rooster.
Right, and that's all part of the process, right? Chris T, again, as hard as he is on himself, he still has to move on forward, especially with the next cat he has to face off against, potentially, right, through Red Rooster. In fact, we have the team captain coming in, making the full Puerto Rican squad back into the saddle of Street Fighter League. We have none other than Mono to bring us what's really good with this brand new Red Rooster team.
PR is in the man's name, and clearly it is also in his veins. At this point, your entire team, Red Rooster, is from there as well. Of course, I'm talking about my man's Mono. What's going on with you, bro?
What's up, man?
Yo, Mono, so your team is absolutely insane, man. So you made sure at this point, everybody on the team was actually from the motherland. What went into that decision?
I mean, the thing is that, so the game's coming out, and I still talk to like PR Balrog, I still talk to BananaKen. He was telling me, oh, I'm playing 6. I'm like, oh, you're playing 6? And BananaKen telling me, I'm playing 6. I'm like, I watched them play. I'm like, bro, these guys are cooking too. And then I was like, would you guys want to like be on a team in Puerto Rico? Because the thing is that when we were all in Puerto Rico, that was like top, Street Fighter 4 days, that was like the top 3 every tournament. It was like, either grand finals was me and Eduardo, or grand finals was BananaKen and Eduardo. Back in the Street Fighter 4 days in Puerto Rico. But then Eduardo left first, then BananaKen left after, and I stayed because I still wanted to do events like First Attack and stuff like that. So it's like a veteran generation plus the new blood, which is Fidelity. I was like, this is just perfect. And it's all Puerto Ricans. We've known each other from so many, like, Fidelity's catching up to speed to the old school lingo. We're saying stuff that he's like not too keen on, but it's like, it's a fun vibe because we all are from Puerto Rico. We all like playing, the grind is real. We've been playing since before coming to SFL online and stuff. And it's just, I feel like it's a good the environment within the team is really good because we're all from Puerto Rico and stuff, but we've been friends. Like, I've been friends with them for a long time.
I did not know that you and PR Balrog and BananaKen went back like that, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so, you know, with you going to get PR Balrog, man, of course, that's a legend, man. That's an OG. So, you know, what gave you confidence that, hey, he's still cooking up, he's still nice?
I mean, in 4, best ROG in the world, in my opinion. Got top 8 at EVO, what, 3 times? Maybe 4? And then the 6 came, I was like, bro, I'm coming back for 6. I'm gonna play. And I was confident in the way that he plays, because I know the type of caliber of player that he is when he's into a game. The same thing, BananaKen played 4, played 5 at the beginning, not really liked it. But then on 6, he's like, I'm really liking the game, I'm playing JP. Maybe not many people know him in 5. So when coming into 6, it's like, who's BananaKen? But everyone in Puerto Rico knows who he is. So I was like, these two are playing super well. Fidelity, I don't even have to like go into it. Fidelity, last year he did an excellent performance. He's just as good, but I have a lot of faith in these players.
The team is so good, they didn't even need you in that first set. And they never even dropped the set to anyone. What were you thinking looking at that, man? 40-0, you didn't even play.
Like, I'm the captain, I'm gonna play. Like, that's not, like, I want the team to be like comfortable with the decision that we make as a team. Because if we go up by egos, then it's a loss, but then, or you win, but then it's just not the same vibe.
Yeah, and that's spoken like somebody who truly understands what Street Fighter League is all about. It's not just about individual glory, but sacrificing yourself for the greater good of the team. And that is why Red Rooster is currently in our #1 spot after a week of Street Fighter League. Hopefully you guys can keep up the trend this week. Much love, brother. Good talking to you. Mono PR.
And I really like that. It's a really well-rounded roster with Red Rooster. Man, that was a tongue twister. That actually could have messed me up. But all jokes aside, I think they're absolutely right. It's the perfect blend of the old school with a blend of the new school as well.
I mean, I think that's something that you really need to have. Not the blend, of course, but like the no egos part. I feel like having a collected nature with your team and understanding that really does take you a long way. So I really do like Mono having that approach to it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I think it's a really good mentality to have as the captain to understand and recognize that, right? He wants to play to the strengths, absolutely. And it's kind of funny, like, I don't really get to talk to these individuals on a personal basis. I think the closest person I am to any of the team members would happen to be like PR Balrog, just because of the longevity of like our
knowing
careers,
each other,
right? Like knowing each other from like events after events. But overall, I mean, like all of these cats, in terms of like talking about life, talking about Street Fighter, they're mad cool. They're just like chill people. You know what I'm saying? Like their attitudes towards the game and towards life in general, you can see the cohesion, you can see like the camaraderie as well, right? So it's really, really cool in the spirit of like the FGC, especially in places like Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic as well. These guys are the shining stars of Street Fighter, man. And I'm not ashamed to say, I'm not even like close to like batting an eye towards that statement. I think they are truly like the shining stars of Street Fighter coming up. And you know, we talk about shining stars as well. The opponent, Xiao Hai, coming in for Team Bandits. And what a pickup that is too. And this is the character I was looking for. I was wondering when the Ken was gonna be busted out. It just so happens, it might just be in the mirror match. We'll see if it pays off for him.
Ajax Fidelity with the pickup. Yo!
Young man!
Wait a minute. OD uppercut coming from Ken right here. Xiao Hai pushing to the corner. My man is actually playing on the golden stick, by the way. Extra damage. You're sitting next to him on the stage and you just get a reflection out the corner of your eye and it's the other guy's controller. You're like, hold on now. Stick glare.
My eyes. That'd be kind of messed up if that was a real thing. Forward thrown out. Speaking of real things, yes sir, what a stop to the drive rush.
Tatsu, speaking of reactions and gets the stun, here comes Xiao Hai. Oh, you're done. Yo. Okay.
That is of a fighting king nature, quote unquote. I will say this, that was excellent reactions coming in from Xiao Hai. Back throw now gets to reset the situation. Here in mid-screen, chucking out the fireballs at first. And initially thinking about what to do against the drive rush. He was going to block it, but speaking of drive rushes, man, Ken,
that was
so good.
Jab. He did dash rush jab, confirming the crouching medium kick in the wow.
Yeah, man. Pretty good.
I like that.
No stop on the drive rush, though.
I mean, he backed up to try to give it like a little space, especially with the engine active. I respect it.
Word! Stand jab, counter hit to stop whatever it is that Ajax wanted to do. That was kind of sick. I wonder what Ajax actually tried to do in that situation.
I would love to know the thought process. A little bit left in the engine right there. Drive rush throw again, gets the punish counter, means that was a parry attempt right there. OD uppercut, spins it all. Xiao Hai ready with the anti-air.
That is patented Xiao Hai too. Could be very aggressive, and as soon as he gets that opportunity to lock you down, he will wait. Like his on and off game between strike, throws, backing away to make sure that you're disposed of, he is like super on point with that. Like he is in Ajax's head right now. There's so many erroneous decisions that Ajax have made thus far. I think it's only because Xiao Hai has been applying so many different looks, so many different layers on offense.
And you can tell Ajax is running out, I feel like, of some options to get in versus him, because now Xiao Hai slowly starts to like adjust to a lot of these scenarios, and he's slowing it down. So Ajax having a harder time getting into some of these scenarios, even though he is still pushing towards the corner, tries to get the back throw. There's been a lot of it. Drive rush, uppercut, uses a lot of meter, and there's the back throw once again. Stand heavy kick, first time we've seen that. Checks the moving with the jab, tries to go for tick throw. Ajax Fidelity making some adjustments of his own and still trying to fight it out. What a whip punish!
Jesus. Backs away, immediately stepped out the throw, went for a jump back to avoid that entirely OD uppercut to stop the follow-up from the fireball from Jory. A patented strategy,
Yes,
still
you're playing great.
not in time for the jump. Trying to get the sharp angle for the cross-up, I totally understand that, but got clipped by the fireball mid-air.
Oh no.
Again, we talked about some of the decision making there. Even PR Balrog putting his hand out is like, you know what? Sometimes it happens.
Tatsu to the corner, loves the carry, gets you to hit a button.
Oh, he didn't chance it.
Tries to go for the overhead after run, not gonna take it. Ajax leaving himself to susceptible to the throw after the drive rush. Finally tries to check it, goes for the engine, gets an overhead after the knockdown that doesn't stop Xiao Hai from hitting the button.
Or even moving out of the way, standing light kick fireball. That's going to be nice and easy. Xiao Hai, man, we didn't even get to talk about him enough. That was a 2-0 victory over Ajax to start things off for the Bandits.
Okay. Yo, Xiao Hai, another player I can't wait to see get in the further parts of the season. Obviously, it is a round-robin format. That means every team gets to play every other team. But
look at that stick, man.
Look at that bad boy shining, bro.
That is a first-place stick, if you ask me. That literally is, actually.
I was about to say, I mean, look, the mental damage this does to anybody, I'm telling you, if you sit next to somebody and they have a golden stick, you're going to be thinking like, man, this guy's either that good, he's just that much of a guy trying to get in my head with the gameplay.
Man, I've got the golden fight stick. I'm telling you, man, this guy is ridiculous. And for good reason, man. He's been playing fighting games out the womb.
After Evo, I saw him at, I think it was an esports arena playing literally everybody that walked up. Like, literally, it was a line of people waiting to play Xiao Hai, and he was there. Like, I will indulge this. I will destroy you if you would like me to. And it's actually one of the coolest things ever because he's one of those players that really will step up and play it no matter what. And he will definitely make the adjustments to be one of those guys.
Taking a look at the next matchup at hand, PR Balrog. Yeah, Cabo coming up to the plate for Bandits. It's going to be Guile versus Jury. You know, we talked about the composition a lot for some of these teams. The double jury pick had me scratching my head a little bit with Red Rooster. Despite that, right, Red Rooster has had a pretty good start with week 1. I'm just overall curious as to whether or not that will be a detriment for them, a disadvantage for them in the long run because of the double jury. And here we go for the second match. Again, Cabo, as expected, coming in with the Guile. Another jury on the roster of Red Rooster via PR Balrog. Let's see if we can get a big start.
Instantly takes the charge up.
And that's fine, right? This is the kind of pace that Cabo wants to establish. He wants to ensure that these booms are going to set the pace, really, right? He wants to see what it is about PR Balrog that's going to be coming in on offense. The jumping that could have been so dire.
Wow.
Punish, counter off with a low forward 2. The full extension into the flash kick, and again, back to the boom game. Oh boy. That was sick.
Oh, wow. Actually stuffs the drive rush this time. Stuffs it again. Knows he's trying to take that offense, and Cabo not letting him get any space right now. Oof, you're dead.
Big oh, so he thought. And no big punch.
Okay.
I understand PR Balrog optimizing for, or not optimizing, sorry, banking on getting the side switch instead and really trying to go for that instead of the damage, but still, I think it's like a little too late, right?
Okay, gets the flash kick. Yeah, just a little too late on actually. He got the hit, but...
Or so I thought. I thought it was going to be clean, but it was indeed a trade. Looking for the throw bait. That is a patent PR Balrog special, by the way. Looking for the throw baits.
Got him.
Damn, he was charging?
Word? I get a jump in at the beginning, and then they get to change.
Hold on, it takes like a step ladder and just kicks you off of his boots.
That's messed up, man. That's actually messed up. But hey, we're going to see the adaptation, hopefully, from PR Balrog, right? Not really looking too satisfied with the way he was playing overall. But again, with these 2 out of 3 sets, anything can happen. But Cabo, I will say, man, he's been so impressive week in and week out with this guy, the big confirmed punish counter, I should say.
That was sick. Wake up. OD uppercut this time around.
Ooh. Damn, that feels good. That was sick!
What? That was a sick combo. Oh, wow. Finds another hit. Hold on. And spins it all to get the kill. PR Balrog trying to turn this around. Man, that first game was mad quick, though. Now that I'm thinking back, I'm like, man, we're already at game 2?
Yeah, it wasn't really a real big effort coming in from PR Balrog just due to the fact that Cabo, he just locked him down with the sonic booms, right? It's not to PR Balrog's fault. It's just Cabo. He's just occupying so much of this space, not even allowing Jury to get started. But look at that, the Jury summons. Now it's Jury duty coming on in there. We got 2 stocks for PR Balrog coming on in. Let's see if he can be the judge, jury, and executioner here for Cabo, against Cabo.
Flash kick, man. Tries to get under there. Just raw parry.
Oh, please, anti-air.
No anti-air.
Maybe like a crouching heavy punch. I don't know, man.
Oh, neutral jump, big damage. He's got a lot. Not going to have to spend it all. Goes with the level 1 to close it out. Cabo.
Man, that guy in the back was ecstatic about Guile taking that W. He's like, that's my balls.
I know that guy. Makes me scrub the decks all the time. It's crazy.
I haven't thrown a jet once.
Knockdown and just keeping the boom pressure. Very simple pressure. Been that way for years. And even though you can actually like parry it this time around, it's just the placements on the booms and catches them with the anti-air level 3. That should be
not quite dead yet. Set up the sonic booms? Yes, sir. Where's the blade at? No, it's going to be nothing but booms. This is the point where PR Balrog, he needs to make a big decision and take a risk, perhaps.
Let's go. Let's go.
PR Balrog was grasping at straws at that point. Cabo, willing and waiting, absolutely ready. OD flash kick.
I can tell PR Balrog is talking smack about Guile right now. Oh,
but he does it at least with a smile on his face, right? It's
No.
never disrespect, but at the same time, you know, I feel for him. That's a tough match.
Guile will be definitely one of the problem characters in here. Without a clean answer, that's really good. And you took out one of the heavier hitters with PR Balrog. BananaKen coming up to play for Red Rooster. My man's just grabbing the notebook.
This is what I like to see. This is what I like to see.
Shake hands while he's holding the book, like he's in a coffee shop.
All right, so we established it, right? MenaRD coming in against BananaKen. Who else could you really ask for in the anchor spot to solidify the 40-point banger? And it's going to be Luke, by the way. Not going to be the block play.
All right, let's go. Man, I will say this, though. BananaKen, definitely one of the more technical players out there in general. So his approach to this matchup specifically is something you should be paying attention to, especially if you're a Ken or a JP player.
Oh, no doubt. We're going to get the back throw as well. We get to set up the, at least dash up, right? I thought he was going to go for like any sort of departure or like back away, but I do like him.
DI hits clean.
I don't even know what that attempt was. BananaKen also was shaking his head. There's a side switch, and you already knew it. Damn! Perfect parry!
Gets the sweep, and I'm still going to get a combo.
What a conversion! That was actually kind of disgusting for BananaKen. Good awareness. The situational awareness and his game sense has been through the roof thus far from his overall performance. I know we only seen him play one time prior last week, but he has been stellar thus far.
Playing a very, very slow game. Not committing to any of the phantoms. All feints. Possibly looking for a jump in if I'm Luke.
Is that your new clothing line, Feints and Phantoms?
Yo, feints and phantoms, that sounds pretty sick. I'd wear those clothes. Oh,
you
DI
can't
in the
cancel
corner.
that. You can't cancel the low forward, son.
Xiao Hai clapping it up.
I can't feel sorry for JP on that one. I cannot. Where are you going? Into your low forward. Oh, what? Oh, I swear to God.
I actually thought he was about to get hit by that. If he would have converted, I would have fell out this chair, bro. Dash up, bait it.
I'm glad I grabbed you for safety just in case. But we're taking a ride. Put the seatbelt on, baby, because you already know what time it is. Going down to Memphis.
Yo, you good?
Backing up the drive gauge. Yeah, why let go of the pedal as soon as you put him on that trip? More than enough damage as well after the perfect flash knuckle. MenaRD sitting at game number 1. Huh?
Nothing. I was just repeating what he was saying. You know, he wasn't really saying anything, but he was pointing to the cameras though.
I'm sure he was saying something.
Send him back to go. Sets up the departure.
What? Damn, that's a dive kick. What was that?
Bro,
Jump
that angle, bro.
To be fair, I don't know if BananaKen did crouching medium punch or crouching heavy punch.
Same. I'm not sure either, actually. No, I thought he did crouching heavy punch, but once again, I could be wrong. I've been kind of spotty lately.
It's been hard to tell. To be
Yeah.
It was really quick. Setting up the departure as well, the fireballs to have BananaKen kind of like back away a little bit. Man, that low forward is going to find its target one way or another.
No matter what, and it moves him forward just a little bit, right?
It feels like bites and slides.
Oh. Okay, wait a minute.
Crazy.
BananaKen on the board.
You're back just a little bit. Now you will face the true banana.
The true banana.
Banana JP. Oh no, you forgot about JP.
Yo, level 2.
Was he gonna do that regardless?
Yo, Stan Light confirmed?
Tell me about it, bro.
Oh, nah.
This guy's full in.
Yo, departure set up again, ducks under, and he still has to hold it. That's the stun. Shouldn't be dead, but that is gonna hurt.
Double departure. Oh, you're dead. The second one's gonna hit. Level 1, making it hurt.
Level 1, and
damn.
oh my gosh.
Giving him the potassium.
Yo entiendo que tú deberías usarle más lo de Reynald porque ha testeado a ver si él está resonando con parry. No es parry, el medio agachado que él me tira. Y Dry Roach proyectil y vaina. Lo que pasa es que yo no puedo jugarle muy desesperado para entrarle porque es que el sonado de él no es tan bueno, tú ves. Ah, pues está bien, es verdad, está bien.
I love hearing them talk to each other now. Got the comms going, lots of deliberating between the two teams here.
Yes, sir.
Getting to the next game.
3 different types of perspectives as well, right? All tried and true champions on that roster.
Whoa.
Nani? Powers that be looking to interfere. There's going to be MenaRD moving on in there. The crouching medium punch that could have been a lot bigger, but nice. Just wasn't ready for the confirmed punish counter on the roundhouse again. Not ready for the rest of it. Ooh.
Oh wow, that was a great attempt though. What the? Tony's looking to throw.
Oh, that's a big punish counter. But again,
Or throw.
nothing too big out of it. Yeah, you can see him kind of teasing the idea of the amnesia.
A little mini stagger right there.
Faking his senility. I don't appreciate that.
Man, tries to go for the overhead phantom.
Oh,
Neutral
no!
jump to get out of there. I've got the meter. I've got the time.
Let's go, baby. Good.
I don't know, man. The longer you let him live, the more dangerous he is. You talk about time, his response.
Oh, wow. Actually clipped him. Playing back a lot more, like, respectfully on this side.
Again, defusing the situation. Up until that point, right? We talk about forward movement being a big detriment to JP's strategy. Like, you can kind of like breeze past the Phantoms if you time it correctly with the drive rush as well. Luke having 4 advancing normals is absolutely great, but also what's really great is throw game. But here come the goons. Let's see what the defense is like for MenaRD.
I like that.
Stellar.
Oh, you're dead.
Money.
Damn.
Let's go.
Okay.
Here we go. 2 games to 1 thus far from the Raging Bull. Forward throw again. Dash up. Amnesia trying to grab at Ghosts.
Okay, conversion this time. Full screen. Send them back to goal. Do not collect $200, bro.
Monopolize on some of these W's. You know, BananaKen, he's still looking for the big opener and trying to get some of this damage. No, again! Drive rush forward with the low medium kick. Does get clipped. That's the second time we've seen that instance. And man!
The neutral jump baited.
Oh
no!
He's actually trying to speedrun him, Steve. We were talking about setting up with time, trying to play that patience. No, he responded with, yo no tengo tiempo para ti. I do not have time to play your games right now. This is my time.
Nice anti-air. Crouch heavy punch. Conversion. Yo, BananaKen. Sets up once again. pillar is there.
Oh man, what a call out against the departure again. The departure game was pretty on point for BananaKen, but look at this, man. Yeah, you're not going to spend it just yet. He's going to be pretty comfortable with his life lead, maintaining all of that super art gauge down below with just one more tick. Oh, but again, a big jumping could have been huge for MenaRD.
Oh, the
chipping away out of this is going to be huge. Yo, don't tell me he's dead.
Dead, bro.
Do not tell me he's dead, Steve.
No, the drop.
No, that was intentional. I don't think the critical art would have killed. The Goon Squad coming in for the chip.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Counter hit. That wasn't going to be enough for BananaKen to escape the wrath of the big fist. MenaRD.
Yo. MenaRD left me in awe right there. I literally could not say anything because I was like, what are you going to do? Are you going to try for level 3? It's definitely not fast enough. Maybe BananaKen tried to walk forward, ate a jab, and that's what we're led into it.
It was a counter hit, though.
He must have hit. How fast does it recover? I want to know because I'm telling you right now, there's so many times I've seen activation level 2 where I've tried to react. You can't hit him. It recovers so fast. So it must have been something. And especially if it was a counter hit, he had to have hit something.
Perhaps something a little bit heavier, but that's a question for another time. At the moment, as we look into it, 3-1, solidifying this big W. Yeah. These guys are really looking to skyrocket in the leaderboards, right? That is a 40-point ball game. That is the second time that we've seen it thus far, and it's only week 2.
I mean, look, the Bandits still coming back strong. We said this last season. The NASR Bandits was a strong team, and that's because they were 2 halves of 2 ridiculous teams. And now the Bandits are solo, and they picked up someone like Chris T. Somebody like Xiao Hai is there with them. That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. What do you expect from a team like Bandits? I'm going to tell you right now, definitely one of the heavy-hitting teams here. The fact that MenaRD has literally talked to and about like the NASR team and like, what are you guys doing? Like, why are we, not on this team anymore? Why are we not together anymore? And I feel like those are proper questions to ask. My man's got a chip on his shoulder. He wants to take out the birds. He has the smoke for those guys, and that's kind of why I was touching on it a little earlier. But man, what do you expect from a player, a Capcom Cup champion,
2 times,
2 times, count it, like MenaRD?
Red Rooster just won week 1, 40 points to zip. They go up against Team Bandits and they suffer a taste of their own medicine. MenaRD, what did we just see right there from Bandits?
We saw a great performance from the boys. They bounced back. NASR was a match we had to survive. We lost, but it was 20 points. But the boys, they had that chip on their shoulder, like, man, we're gonna go out with a loss. And then bouncing back, even Chris T, like, he didn't play, but his energy was there. He gave very good coaching, and the boys played really well. So I'm really happy. That was what everybody saw was a great teamwork.
Cabo's fireball game looking absolutely ridiculous. You know what's up with that guy. And my man Xiao Hai, the jury, what kind of nooch is that? I mean, come on. What went into the Xiao Hai pick, getting him on Team Bandits?
Well, I spoke to him, and I do my research, and he been playing with Kagami or Uma, a jury from Taiwan. And I see him like, freeing him up. I'm like, yo, that jury is really good, So he knew the matchup. You could see it right there. He tapped to the fireball. He did a lot of good things. I'm like, man, he really knew the matchup. And Kava and Christy was a toss-up. Both of them are really good. But I think Guile beats Jury, and Ken is kind of even. So we went with Kava, and it worked,
Now, Mena, you already were winning before we saw this new thing that you're doing. We seen Tokido back in the day with the measuring tape and running in place and all that. People have their things. What's up with this special secret notebook?
I think it's something that I'm starting, sports psychology, like Mamba mentality and all of that. And I feel like if you write things down by your own hand, not on the cell phone, you remember it more because you had to put in the letters. You had to make it work. And I feel like, honestly, it distracts you less. Like every time I open the notebook, it's just notes from Street Fighter. If I open my cell phone, there's all kind of things. So I prefer that, and it's been working. Helps me focus.
MenaRD, the leader on Team Bandits. This team is absolutely a juggernaut, and that is no type of easy task. What they just did, 40-0 over Red Rooster, and they are starting out absolutely on fire.
Time to work, time to work. When inhaled, coriammertin blocks the gamma-aminobutyric acid receptors in the central nervous system, causing spasmodic muscle contractions.
Master, it's a work of art! It's perfect!
what to do with you now. So, shall we put him out of his misery? Time for some experimentation. I bet poison would work wonders on you. I wouldn't move if I were you. Poison's on the menu. I'm finished with you. So infantile. I have you. My own death. Let's do now. Here, there, then here, and my magnum opus! Is my poison kicking in?
Street Fighter 6.
We told you the action does not stop. We have match number 3 coming your way, but again, a very, very explosive start thus far here already in week number 2. Bandits taking out their 40-point ball game that's got to be skyrocketing them taking a look at the standings for that proof, right? Bandits in first place with 60 points. Damn, that's a lot of cash. And I gotta say, NASR trailing right behind him with 55, man. That rivalry is already coming to fruition. The rest of them, Red Rooster, 40 points here in third place. Endemic with 35 at fourth place. UYU with 20. Then the very bottom, versus Vortex with 0 points. But they still have games to play, right? It's only week number 2. Versus Vortex just happens to be right up next on stage.
Well, look, it's a scary thing to be in. I feel like we've seen so many teams start off not where they want to be at the beginning of the season. And obviously that changes. Once again, it's a round robin scenario. So they got plenty of time, but we got plenty of matches left, man. We talked about the next team versus Vortex going up against the new UYU. That's going to be our next match coming up. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying Street Fighter League so far. This is the first one for Street Fighter 6 in our respective territories. Japan and Europe are holding their own, and whoever gets to that final is going to be in for one, because once again, you got to make it through the playoffs first. But that's a lot of ground to cover. You're going to be hearing me talking about that all season. What do we have coming up next?
So we still have versus Vortex left to play, right? They don't have any points on the board just yet, but it's still not going to be the end of it. Obviously, only week number 2, but we do have someone in mind to help really bring this story together. The former champs, possibly led by one of the biggest hitters we could ask for. It's Zhen coming in from versus Vortex.
The champ is here. Doom. It's not even easy to know which championship I'm talking about when it comes to this guy. We know, of course, he's an EVO champion, won so many other things, but even here in Street Fighter League, you were a part of the championship team last season. Man's like Shen. What's up, bro?
It's all good.
You feeling good?
I mean, I'm feeling pretty good, but today, last week wasn't really the best thing, so.
Yeah, last week, okay, yeah, we can go ahead and start right there. Versus Vortex, we did not, I don't think too many people expected you guys to go down 0 points in your first match up against Red Rooster. What's your mentality with it? What do you think went wrong in that set?
I think we actually has a pretty good plan going in forward. Like the way they put the lineup is something we expected. We practiced for it as well. But it just didn't turn out the way that we wanted. I think we are all very nervous on the first game. I think it's just our team kind of thing. We always start off really bad. So I hope we can readjust back.
I'm glad that you bring that up though, bro. Because last year, it was the same thing. You started off shaky. Y'all was kind of getting cooked. And then all of a sudden, you bring it all the way back. So yeah, do you think there are some similarities there?
I think maybe we're just people that, who just don't, my whole team, we just don't really perform until more stakes is on the line. Or I didn't know that was a thing, but it felt like we felt like we were stronger this year compared to last year in Street Fighter 5, even better than last year, but the result doesn't say so. So
it take a while to get into it. You guys are like you grower, not a shower. Type of situation. Yeah, definitely one of those. Versus Vortex, is this a team that you put together? Are you the one who took away the players from UYU and brought them over to versus Vortex?
That's a complicated question. But versus Vortex is part of me, and shout outs to Mike, so we actually established this.
Mike Ross?
Yeah, Mike Ross, yeah. So versus Vortex is me and Mike Ross,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it was a YouTube channel that we have a lot of fun. We're doing it, and this has happened to be, they are joining me, for the team because we used to be the previous champion. There's a lot of details, a lot of stuff, but we're not go too elaborate into it. Why not? Let's just do it again.
Okay, Shannon, last thing I want to ask you about, got to ask you a little Street Fighter nerd out question. Of course, you are the best DJ player in the world. What are you thinking about DJ right now, man?
I think DJ is just outside of top 5.
Yeah.
He's not at the highest, but he's just only right outside of top 5. So he's a very good character. You don't really need another character specifically, so that's good enough. You can work on your skill set with something that I need.
When you that good, you don't need to automatically just go and play top 1. Shen, the innovator and one of the most ridiculous players that we have here at Street Fighter League. Pleasure talking to you, bro.
Always a competitor. Definitely one of the people I always look at to not only form tech, but now since he's been in Street Fighter League, one of the, I feel like, foundational leaders at this point. Obviously coming through to the new team from the old UYU, which is actually very, very strong in itself. But now you got to take a whole new team to get the title, right?
Do we technically call him the new YU?
I don't
know, because it's versus Vortex, right? These are the new kids on the block, just by name alone. But the guys who took the mantle of UYU sitting across from them, they're no slouch either, right?
No, that's definitely true. I mean, if you look who's on the team, you see Dual Kevin, you see, oh my God.
Both of them?
both Kevins, NuckleDoo. I mean, the team itself is actually probably one of the strongest teams we've had here for Street Fighter League. And if you look at the team itself and like the characters that they have, they are definitely swinging for the fences with some of these players, as well as the characters on the roster.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, Zhen, VX Bao backing them up. So it's going to be a really interesting dynamic, right? I feel like the more consistent player here, the most consistent player here in regards to Street Fighter League, not only Dual Kevin, it absolutely has to be NuckleDoo, whom we have the interview with. I hope he has a little more to say about the team, but more so his family life.
I'm here with the leader of Team UYU, NuckleDoo Dang. What's going on, dude?
I'm good. How you doing?
Bro, what did you just tell me before, when we were about to start this interview?
I just looked at you and you just look like you got bad takedown defense. That's all.
You think you could take me down?
I think so.
How much do you, bro? You weigh like 140.
Yes, that's actually precise.
Yeah.
And you're like 5'4", what?
Bro, stop lying. Don't do that because everybody watching at home really think I'm like 5'4" or something like that. That's the respect. I'm 180 pounds of muscle. I'm a little under 6 foot.
A little under 6 foot.
Yeah. The cameraman just laughed. Okay. All right. Anyway, man. So just now, you know, your first match, while you talk about taking me down, you should have took down Reynald. What happened right there?
Yeah, he got me. He played good. I was actually very surprised. He's pretty good. I dropped a game-winning combo. But that's my fault.
You didn't do the level 1 super off of that.
Yeah, but that's my fault. I was nervous. So it is what it is. We'll clean it up.
Choke artist. Like, so you choke.
I mean, it was the first match of the day, bro. I'm jet lagged. I came from Florida.
Yeah, okay. All right, that's understandable. Okay, and then as far as you yourself, man, in Street Fighter 6, I ain't gonna lie, pains me to say it, but you've been starting off cooking. Like throughout 6 so far, you've easily been one of the best players in the world. Like everything you enter, it seems like you perform really well. What do you think is going into that, bro? You starting off hot.
Well,
luck.
Well, Guile plays relatively the same from Street Fighter 5. So I think I got lucky in that regard because if I didn't have Guile, I'd probably be in a character crisis. But thankfully I have Guile, and yeah, the game's just really fun too. I didn't really have fun with Street Fighter 5. Playing a game that you actually enjoy and you take an L, it's easier to come back from than losing in a game you don't like.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, you know, of course, also, man, I gotta ask you about like the whole fatherhood thing a little bit. Because of course, you going from, in Street Fighter 5, you was used to being sunned by me. And then now you are a father yourself. What is that like for you, bro?
What the hell?
Bro, what do you mean with that?
Let me not remind you, when we were living close together, we had plans to go to the gym, plans to go to Dave & Buster's. Those plans fell through because what? We made the mistake of playing a set before we were supposed to go out. You got washed, and then you didn't want to go out anymore. Understandably, because I wouldn't want to go out either if I was playing like that.
It was
you know
true.
What I mean?
It's technically, it's allegedly true. Whenever you would beat me, I didn't want to go do anything else.
The whole day was just ruined. There was just no more plans.
Because I knew it was straight luck. Why would I get that mad if you was actually nice though?
I don't know what was going on through your head, but we didn't go to Dave & Buster's. We couldn't create memories.
I remember that.
No, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now you live all the way in LA and I'm in Florida. That's all good.
Yeah, man.
All good.
Okay, but that being the case, bro, I gotta ask you, the whole fatherhood thing. You actually do have 2 daughters now. Yep. Daddy do dang. What is that like for you, bro? You look like you damn near 16 years old yourself still.
No, it's cool. It's more pressure, for sure, more pressure. It gives me more purpose, I would say, to want to come out here and perform. You know, I got to leave them for a while, so I try to make it count, you know, because I actually wasn't going to come here. I was originally just going to team up with my real friends and expect to lose, but when I went to EVO and then straight to Saudi Arabia, I was gone for 8 days. No, I was gone for like 12 days, and I was like, nah, I can't leave my kids for that long just to lose with my homies, you know, so.
Yeah.
I had to hit up the play from China, bro.
You had to play to win.
Yeah, so I hit Bao Zhen, so. Yeah, I have high hopes.
Man's like NuckleDoo Dang. This is, of course, a Capcom Cup champion, one of the greatest players that we have ever had in the world of Street Fighter, and one of Big Hollywood's best friends. Sadly, life is that rough for me. Always good talking to you, Brody.
No, professional, bro.
What the hell?
No, firm handshake.
Yo, can we get security? Can we get this guy what in the world is this?
RobTV is just under 6 feet. Consider me Jeremy Lin, dude. I don't know about all that. I swear he's on an Apple box every time I see him doing an interview. Keep it together, Steve. Don't worry about the Apple box. But yeah, man, other than that, I feel like, you know, NuckleDoo really stepping it up into fatherhood, had his second child as well, but really just stepping up to the plate in regards to his overall performance, taking his competitive career very seriously. I mean, even at this moment, he is streaming.
Look, people don't understand that, like, first off, KnuckleDoo's chair is just as strong as KnuckleDoo. And
Literally
KnuckleDoo,
carrying him.
It's actually
Literally
ridiculous.
carrying
So if you need any example, just know that my man is always watching, playing, or playing with his chair in Street Fighter 6. But coming as a leader, I feel like, on this team, having some experience, a lot of experience, along with Dual Kevin, Xiao Bao on there as well, Shin on there as well, that says a lot about if you ran into any one of these players in any respective tournament, you might be done. And it says a lot about how strong this team is. The new UI, I like to call him. I love hearing from KnuckleDoo, but Dual Kevin sitting on that stage.
Oh boy. This is going to be pretty
going
sick,
up
right?
against DCQ nonetheless. Oh my.
This guy's a machine. I mean, we've seen how he played over at last season's Street Fighter League.
Yeah.
Again, that was a different game, a different timeline with Street Fighter 5. This guy was an absolute maniac, racking up the W's and clutching it out for versus Vortex. Now he's going to be the front line. He's going to be the front man, the vanguard, if you will, to face off against Dual Kevin's Luke.
Another player who's really been putting in a lot of time we were talking about before. Let's see how he deals with JP. Obviously, another problem character. One of the problem characters for a lot of people. Great corner control so far. Goes for the overhead, gets the hit. Perfect back throw? No.
No, you cannot.
On the jump ins, right?
Yeah, on the safe jump, right? That only leaves, or that actually leaves JP at a +2 scenario if he does get perfect parried. So I do like DCQ not even trying to guess the strike throw game, just immediately going for the jump back.
Yo,
damn!
Wow, not even letting him take a step forward on the screen. Once he got that corner, it was full screen control. Let's see what he does to change it up quite a bit right here.
Couple of the sandblast shouting out from Dual Kevin to see what the approach is from DCQ. We saw the attempted sweep.
Okay. Wow, what a check. The jab still gets the knockdown, sets up the departure. Goes for the teleport and the confirm. Backs up a little bit, makes him think he's gonna let the spike come out.
Sick.
Wow, air to air.
I love that. That was the most Enter the Dragon thing I've ever seen. Punish counter against the attempted whatever it was. I actually didn't get to see it. Not gonna lie to you, man. The jump medium punch is everything. Here comes the Goon Squad getting the side switch.
Back to the corner. This is exactly what I was talking about for DCQ. He loves doing this. Keeps the corner as well and sets up another departure. Teleports to the other side. Take me now. Take me now. I would be so mentally destroyed right there. I love the way he's using it. I love the way he's using departure teleport in so many situations.
Damn.
The reactions for Dual Kevin to be so active has really kind of come back to haunt him, especially in that scenario.
You think so?
I mean, he went for the OD uppercut, and he
yeah, that's true. That is true, yeah. Trying to make a guess. He's been suppressed in that right side of the corner throughout the entirety of that game, and like I don't blame Dual Kevin trying to make a frantic read with the OD uppercut.
And you can see right there how he's really kind of doing the feints to kind of throw him off. Yo, OD Spire hits him with one more on the tail end, full screen distance to get back in, and this is not going to be easy.
I'm telling you, man, he has been so well versed in different styles of JP. I'm talking about DCQ, right? He's been absolutely ODCQ, but fact of the matter is, Dual Kevin, when he gets this big opening, he is also a stellar player.
Level 1, that's going to work.
You like that? I think you're Dual Kevin. I think it's all right.
The low phantom there, just ready with the parry. And you can see DCQ really trying to bait him out to do something. He actually made him whip a few parries in that neutral just because he thought he was going to use the full screen phantom.
Be a little bit problematic, I feel like, for DCQ, all right?
Okay. Just like that.
It's the attack on drive gauge, what it is. Not the anime, but the actual sequence going in right now between these two. It's been a lot of warfare for the drive gauge. Level 1, damn.
Bro, did you see the interrupt from Dual Kevin? Which one's playing? Which Kevin is that?
Whatever it is, I want that one. Oh.
Really trying to interrupt these drive rushes. On top of that, he's been pretty spot on.
Yeah, no doubt. Again, trying to be active and catching the teleport, but he hasn't found a lot of success. I think he's only hit once thus far.
Overhead phantom this time.
The big counter pokes always get me nervous. When I see a standing medium kick coming out from the side of JP, I always expect it to hit for some reason, but the phantoms, again, coming out to try to spook Dual Kevin. But it's not going to deter him from moving forward. The sweep does connect. That's max distance, yo.
Drive rush this time.
What?
Great anti-air. Perfect parry, but nothing. We've seen how Dual Kevin can take advantage of these perfect parries, especially to get in and close the distance, as well as get a punish. But the life lead is so strong right now for DCQ and JP. Lots of time left, though. You're going to need quite a few good reads if you really want to take this back, though. Dual Kevin trying to find a way in. Parry wants to kill.
Oh, man, the low medium kick, man. You talked about having a couple of reads, man. You know, that book is closed. It's on to the next match. Or at least the next round, excuse me.
Yeah, first round. Going to Dual Kevin.
Man, didn't I tell you about this? That standing medium kick. Every time I see that bad boy come out, I feel like it's hitting. And very good reason. That was an important interrupt for DCQ to get this life lead. Damn, that's so much damage. And the corner carry? Nuts.
Oh, you got to hold that. Waits a little bit because of the block stun.
That was wrong.
Oh, man. Departure once again. What time's your flight lead? Oh, no.
It got delayed. It got delayed first, then it got straight up canceled. You're stuck where you're at.
Yo, JP, TCQ, man. I'm going to tell you right now, that dude is terrifying, man. I'm looking at the way he plays.
DCQ or the character?
Both, man, both. I'm telling you right now. That's a dual-sided weapon right there. DCQ taking it over Dual Kevin. Not an easy fight at all. Obviously, very prepared on the side of DCQ. Dual Kevin just seemed like he just couldn't get his footing long enough to like get the momentum. He did get that round though, and it looked like things were turning up. But we've seen DCQ in situations like that before. We like, man, that guy got a round on DCQ, and then the next round is completely different, and by way of either it being a landslide in favor of DCQ or just, you know, him changing up his game plan. But speaking of changing up the game plan.
Yes, sir. Talk to me.
NL going up against Xiao Hai. Oh my God. I had to look past my monitor to see who was sitting down over there.
Yeah, VX Bao is one of the cats to watch in the realm of Street Fighter 6. So it is going to be the Luke coming in from NL. I don't know if he's actually practiced any like secondary characters like to that degree.
You mean from NL?
From NL, yeah.
I think NL at the jump was playing a lot of Luke. Before,
yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I think, you know, Luke obviously being a very, very well-rounded character, exceptional in every matchup, I feel like. I don't think there's any real reason to, but I really kind of wonder if it's going to be enough to check someone like VX Bao who has like all the looks, all the information on this matchup.
I like him starting off with the OD Phantom right there because I feel like one of the things that Luke can do in this matchup is because of that, how fast his fireball is. He's able to contest a little better in the neutral. I mean, or you could just use a button like that.
It's fair.
A wild push to the corner as well.
So fast.
Yo, my man dashed out of the corner. It's a crouch jab. Still gets the knockdown and starts the game all over again.
And I love the usage of the departure, and immediately after the Phantoms with a big punish counter, and now miscalculated the distance. Set up departure, send out a ghost as well to push him back and also get chip damage from the departure. Because of this drive gauge depleting so quickly for NL, it's going to be a really big detriment to his gameplay. You know, VX Bao in hot pursuit. Look at that, burning him out already. NL in a tough spot.
Tries to jump out. Definitely in burnout right now. Going to take that opportunity to jump in.
Back up, double time. And I love the immediate activation to force NL to sit back. Look at all the damage. This guy is calculated. I am telling you, VX Bao, take a look at how often he's forced NL back to the corner of the screen off of two things alone, departure and the Psycho Phantom.
Crouching medium kick gets the drive rush. Gonna push to the corner this time around.
Damn!
Oh my God, yo, VX Bao gets the counter hit confirmed in the level 2, jumps out of the corner, goes for the additional drive rush and pusher and burnout. Goes for the overhead. Wake up in the super. Hit me with the slow mo.
Beast mode, baby. Alex, what did I tell you back there?
Gotta be careful though. Burnout on the table.
Oh, that clipped? That was mad active. I thought he cleared that a long time ago. That was actually kind of sick. The cross up. That could have been a lot worse though. Luckily for NL, didn't suffer all that too much damage, really.
Oh, wow. Catches the startup of the Phantom. NL spending it all. Didn't even need to use any of his meter. That was really good.
Damn, you mean to tell me not the Phantom. That's crazy. Overhead is blocked, yeah, off the drive rush as well, but he's still looking for the low forward, right? He's forcing VX Bao to kind of get into this position of like moving forward towards him, but VX Bao, he hasn't really been trying to push the agenda with movement, right? It's been mostly projectiles.
I mean, right now NL is kind of staggering his offense, and now you can see Mr. Bao VX literally taking his time to try to get in there. Oh, neutral.
Damn.
Well, actually, it was a jump back heavy kick. Back to the middle of the screen. Back throw again. Wait a minute, NL trying to make something happen here. Dash up, no reaction from VX Bao. And cashes it all out straight into the level 3. No chance to breathe, NL says, as he takes out VX Bao for this first game with the Luke. The Luke, like I said before, I see it and I'm like, at least you get, you know, an opportunity with the projectiles to fight a little better in the neutral. But I feel like the real shining spot of it is the fact that he uses crouching medium punch in a lot of these instances to interrupt the drive rushes forward.
That's fair, and that's something VX Bao hasn't really gone to as much, right? He hasn't really been drinking from that well too many times. It's been the majority of the time just stopping some of the forward movement, using some of these projectiles. But I will say this, you know, when NL gets these openings and forces VX Bao into the corner, it's a whole different story. But speaking of, that's going to be so huge for NL. Gets the side switch, forward throw again. He gets to force the point on offense. Will the amnesia come out there?
You know, now that you said that, I haven't seen VX Bao use amnesia. How many times? I feel like 0. I feel like we've used it 0 times since he's been here at Street Fighter League. Big punish counter, and you're going to the corner.
Oh, that was slick! NL tried to react to something.
My man looked like he came down the steps with the drive rush. Yo.
He punched the cane out of his hands. He's got like dislocated shoulder.
Yo, that punch sound effect was crazy. Level 3. Wait a minute, VX Bao.
Oh, you're gonna get him in burnout as well. It's either a safe jump, set up for departure, etc. What's gonna be the play?
Oh, just a bit shy. Raw DI. Oh no, that was a bad exchange. VX Bao prepared, and NL once again, it was looking pretty good, but I feel like VX Bao really kind of lures you into this sense of security that's not really there.
Yeah, I agree.
And he's still checking you at every turn. He's like, you think that one thing is going to work again? No, it won't. I'm going to interrupt the drive rush. I'm not going to give you that crouching medium punch.
What are you going to do about this now? VX Bao on the initiative. Doesn't really get the punish. Yeah, he almost caught the landing frames on Luke jumping out. It could have been a bigger punish counter, but luckily for NL. Oh, unlucky for NL. Didn't get the autocorrect DP to catch the TP. Man, could be GG. Oh,
yo, boss.
Wait a minute.
Oh, both of them in burnout. So chip damage is on the table, and NL is literally on the offense. VX Bao in the corner, and look, the drive bar is recovered. That was meaty as hell. Oh my God, NL running it back. Look at the team though. Even the team is in awe. Zhen's like, I knew that.
I seen that coming.
I've seen it coming. I know the team.
That was crazy.
Yo.
That was the meatiest knee known to man. Ugh, I'm still.
That setup, bro.
Nasty.
Okay.
OD uppercut finds the mark though.
But now he's in burnout, and now instantly goes for the OD departure, and now the corner control once again back in favor of VX Bao.
Right? Maybe for the chip. No, he's not gonna do it just yet. He's saving for level 3. Oh boy.
That was really good. And now he's got bar back, drive bar on top.
Not again. Don't let him do it to you again. Forward throw. You're gonna drive right forward? Absolutely right you are. Do it again. Let me see that sequence one more time.
I bet you won't do it again.
Oh no, not like this.
Oh my God.
He's gonna throw him one more time, right?
I need the records. Oh my God. I need to know how many throws that was.
I think 5.
Trying to get him something. Yeah. Yo, and you can see the rest of the team going off in the background. DCQ's reaction, Oil King, Zhen with a big smile, and NL with the little pop off as he takes the victory over VX Bao. And that was not easy fought at all.
Not at all. You're absolutely right. Hey, guess what? That's 20 points for the side of Versus Vortex. In their second week, they have the potential to get a 40-point ball game. Will we see it? That's kind of nuts, man. That comeback was everything. I don't know how badly that shook VX Bao's mental.
I mean, I feel like once we saw NL get that series, there was never a time again where VX Bao was actually in control. I got to take the Mr. off of his name now because of what just happened. He's back to VX Bao again.
looking like Bao Jr., to be honest with you. But man, NL, like, you see him shaking up a little bit. I don't know if you guys got to check it out, but he was trying to, like, shake down the nerves of what just happened. Look, he's still feeling it.
That run back.
That's crazy.
The pixel run back while you're in burnout, you can take chip damage. You literally didn't stop attacking until you won. Come on.
In back-to-back rounds where he had such little life left, a single hit would have taken down NL. But he survived.
Zhen coming up now, going up against NuckleDoo for the last spot here. Now, the thing is, if I'm not mistaken, versus Vortex, they won the first 2 games. Am I tripping?
That's correct.
That means NuckleDoo needs this, and in that point, it goes into an overtime.
I've seen this matchup played out a ton of times over, and I feel like it's still extremely volatile, right? DJ at certain distances can kind of go toe-to-toe against the Fireball game, but from like the mid-range, I don't think DJ has like a solid answer other than maybe like shortening his jump with a knee shot at the reaction of a Sonic Boom perhaps, but in the mid-range game, I don't know. I feel like it's hard to tell. DJ can also go toe-to-toe with Guile with the normals that he has. So I think it's pretty much a coin toss. I still, to this day, in regards to the meta, I still can't really tell you who has the upper hand.
I feel like he can actually contend with Guile in the sense that the way his projectiles work, right? So you have to be a little different with how you approach him as Guile. However, if DJ gets in and gets that big hit, it is going to be difficult for Guile to actually stop that approach, 1. 2, the damage output that DJ actually brings to the table is another thing, and you still got to worry about the projectiles, but here we go.
The knee shot, we talked about it already, a punish counter against the Sonic Boom, an important read for Zhen to start things off. We're starting to see perhaps the Sobot a little bit too early from Zhen. NuckleDoo opting to go for the boom still. He finds his way out of the corner. Now he gets to reset with so much space behind him, while at the same time chucking the boom to slowly chip away at Zhen's drive damage.
So let's just say things go the way of Nephew. That means we 100% got Oil King.
Huh?
I mean, unless I'm mistaken.
Where's Nephew?
You said what?
Huh?
No, I was saying if things go the way of NuckleDoo. Did I say Nephew? I meant NuckleDoo.
I was so lost.
My bad.
My bad. But anyways, the big punish counter. We talked about the Fireball game, right? In certain distances, DJ can contest with it, but man, NuckleDoo, he knows all the right range. He had to parry it. Oh man, no fear in the dad's heart.
Remember what I said, challenging the drive rush from DJ is something that you need to be able to do, and you see NuckleDoo doing that. But like I was saying, if NuckleDoo wins, we will get Oil King coming up, as he's the only player that has not played during this team match.
Haven't seen him play at all yet, actually.
Yep.
Taking a look at that. Yeah, NuckleDoo already established dominance with the Fireball game. This is one of the biggest deterrents that DJ has to face, but look at the damage incoming. Oh,
what a challenge. My man just does raw OD flash kick. He's like, nah, no scare.
He's faced scarier challenges, man. Diapers are something else. Oh boy.
Multiple diapers of that, bro.
2 at a time sometimes.
Couldn't be more terrified, bro. I can't even.
I can't even hold it. Speaking of David, yo, DJ, I gotta say, man, it's been a tough hill to climb. We haven't seen a single baby coming in from him.
Navigation on the projectiles coming from NuckleDoo right now. But
CCN is just so reluctant to move forward, right?
But look at the drive gauge, though.
Oh my God!
My man does not care. He will challenge.
The doest of dang NuckleDoo dang. He's just doing it. Dang.
Bars. Oh my God. Yo, the anti-air. Oh my God, straight into level 3.
That's
I like how he's sliding. He's like cranking himself up to go over there.
Good. Easily one of the coolest critical arts that Capcom has produced. So sick. Damn, what a call from Zhen though. Man, these flash kicks are coming in so hot and ready.
Yo, the weight, stand medium, jumps out of there.
And it's hard to throw it out there that often because that is the most susceptible normal to drive impact, I feel like. Oh! Oh, baby.
Baby.
Sobots that actually haven't been able to land from the side of Zhen. So it's good to see at least him finding these spots against WD land. A knee shot, yeah, that's going to be punished from further out. Uh-oh, solid puncher incoming. Damn, the damage to drive gauge.
And he jumps out, especially considering he almost got to burnout range because of that, and just goes for the knee shot. The different jump in from Zhen. This is the tech I was talking about.
Oh, no.
No combo, though. No combo, though. Both of them in burnout. It's a projectile. Old-fashioned Street Fighter. Oh, my gosh, the mini shimmy. I'll take that to go. The travel size shimmy. You can put that in your carry-on.
It should do. He's playing the long game when it comes to throwing his booms. So you're able to wait it out if you want to. He's eventually jumping with like bazooka knee. Or just regular jumping overall.
Man, the knee shot started to work out. He got him like kind of flinching on the walk back and forth. KnuckleDoo literally still clutches it out. Once again, final team match is actually worth more points. So, and on top of that, they're best of 5. So you get one more game.
Son, I need to see the stats ASAP. How many times has he successfully landed an OD Flash King? I need to know. I need to know. Baby.
Oh, wow. Gets the jab on wake up, confirm, reset. Oh, catches you trying to do something. Big damage. Big damage. Big damage.
Want to finish?
Big damage. That's, oh my gosh.
Excuse me, sir.
Yo.
I didn't know that was on the menu. We got the secret sauce. Oh, it's kind of OD.
With lots of ODs. He spent a lot of drive ball on that bet. Yo. Oh my god.
Damn. That hit him at the end of the number.
Look at how much damage that took off.
That was privilege. That's a lot of range on that bad boy. Whoa.
Oh, punish counter.
Damn, that silver kick came a mile away too.
Reset, back throw, regular throw.
Set up the fireball. You already know it.
Air slash is clipping. Anticipates a jump with the knee as well. Didn't give it to him. KnuckleDoo going back to a slower pace game.
Yeah. When the further out distances, DJ can, man, you know what? Halt that. No drive rushes here. KnuckleDoo again, shoving out the OD flash kick, stopping the drive rush, dead in its tracks. And that's one of the biggest things we talk about DJ as well. These drive rushes. Wait a minute.
You better make this hurt. Goes for a reset. No throw this time. Next hit, he can probably combo into level 3, and it's going to be CA. Oh, yeah, nice call out. Uses the OD boom to get through the regular air slasher because of the durability.
Again, even from further out, you're not safe. Bam, that was a perfectly timed D shot. +2 scenario again. Forward throw. Are you going to set a fireball or drive rush forward? That was a fake out. KnuckleDoo absolutely ready for it with the back throw. Watch out for the solid puncher. I think KnuckleDoo tried to set up with solid puncher a little bit earlier with that roundhouse, right?
Nah, we saw what that did too, right? Got real close to burning out Zhen, but he jumps out.
Oh, does it to himself instead. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody.
Nobody. Air slasher. You gotta be careful. Lots of drive bar. Goes for the jump instantly, and that's when you see. This is when the guess comes in, right? Still ready with the anti-air. Saw that he was gonna hit a button. Straight confirm into the level 3. He should be alive, but man, Zhen is in a bad spot.
Oh, you can set up for Blade, perhaps? And walk forward? No, it's going to be OD Fireball. He's looking for that. Oh, my God! That was sick.
That was cheap. I really didn't think he was going to get the juggle on Air Slasher. That was crazy. That was actually sick, though.
Daddy do tricks, too.
Yo, let me show you a trick, son.
Man's could juggle. Damn. That was mad far.
That was full screen, bro.
What a call.
Yo, my man DJ be over here grooving. Hit him with the rope. Pull him in, go to the stomp, bro. Go ahead, hit him with that stomp, B. Oh, we're going in, Never mind. Spin it. Man, my man DJ be jamming over there. I be jamming over there.
They did a fantastic job with his animations too. Like idle animations, intro animations, etc. DJ, the reinvented DJ, I'm a huge fan. That war we were talking about, right? Projectile war from further out. We might see a couple of air slashes, but once he moves on into close range or mid range, it's going to be a problem with one of the drive rushes or even a knee shot. Checking the movement with the low light kick. KnuckleDoo not going to buy it.
Switching up the pressure right here. Punish counter going to get the follow up.
Interesting. Now he's probably going to layer it out with a frame kill crouching heavy punch because that's normally what he's used to doing, actually.
Now goes for the tick throw. Looking for the shimmy? No. Drive rush in again, another throw. Zhen on the ropes, eating multiple throws, stuck at the wall. You still got to look for DI. Oh, the jump back. Sweep. Tries to bait something out, didn't do it. Oh, you're dead. No.
Too far out. KnuckleDoo just one touch away. He can throw out the drive impact if he wants, I think.
He needs to be careful of this OD boom from God.
Perhaps a level 2. Oh boy.
Oh, he's dead.
Ready for the ride? Does he?
Unless he gets it all. Yo, the donkey kick to close out. Yo, the poles after it.
Cool. He's absolutely so cool. Absolutely so cool. This is the air slash that we were talking about from full screen, right? But the OD Sonic Boom that could come out from KnuckleDoo could completely demolish that air slash. But again, Zhen playing it cool. Speaking of just cool, punish counter. Dash up 2 times over. It's the back throw that still comes out from KnuckleDoo and catches Zhen off guard.
Oh,
that was
hits the wall. And we talked about this. This UIU team needs this to tie it up and go to a sudden death.
Oh, he ain't dropping that. He is not dropping that. And that's actually a really tough scenario to put KnuckleDoo in favor of this match. He has 3 bars ahead of him. And speaking of hook, line, and sinker, dude, he is always ready with the anti-airs.
Man, you see how Gao shakes out his leg after he hits you with the last flash kick? Okay, not gonna spend any meter here, but gets a lot closer to the corner. Wake up parry coming from KnuckleDoo. He's trying to get this game. And send up last remaining team member. Oh,
that was meaty.
My gosh, that was meaty.
Oh, you're hella dead. Zhen lives to fight another game, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, the big change up against KnuckleDoo.
Staying alive pose.
加油加油钱加油
2-1. And now you see the team getting a little more involved over there on the Vortex side, but they go right back in. KnuckleDoo needs this game to tie it up and go into a sudden death. But now Xian's getting the hang of things. That jump knee finds its mark. Gets the trade
you can't do
combo.
That. Yeah, you can get the trade combo. It is +2. That crouch jab is a death sentence, really, from KnuckleDoo. He's been really buttonsy, right? He's been pressing a lot of buttons in moments where he's getting hit, in situations where he's negative. He's really trying to play that counter pro game against Zhen where he's not really allowed to. I'm actually kind of surprised. Maybe Zhen wants to force the OD flash kicks from him, perhaps?
I mean, we've seen a couple of situations where he would just do jump knee, and then that first game, he did jump medium kick, and it really threw off KnuckleDoo. He got the hit, and things kind of switched up for him. So we know Zhen is definitely making these small adjustments. One of the best boomers in the business, KnuckleDoo. Uh-oh, you're looking a little dry, my guy.
Oh, medium kick anti-air. I love seeing that. I thought he maintained the charge for a flash kick. Doesn't seem to be the case. Oh.
Yo, right now, Xian's in trouble. No anti-air. Trying to get that meter back. That drive. Oh,
he was ready.
Right on time. Xian. Oh my gosh.
The fadeaway look on Zhen as soon as he got that DI2, he was like, thank God.
Okay, air slasher. Keeping that full screen control. Throw.
Sonic Boom Jet again. Still within range to catch the flash kick against the knee shot. KnuckleDoo.
OD too close. Actually eats all the projectiles. If you put that blade out there on top of it, you get that extra durability. That was so good. Forward throw. Corner control in favor of Zhen right now, but the life lead still on KnuckleDoo's side. But KnuckleDoo needs his round.
Oh, that big trade-off is going to get a little bit of space for KnuckleDoo. We thought he had the charge for maybe a flash kick, but speaking of, he hasn't woken up with it in quite a while. Oh.
And Zhen just scouting, waiting, stalking the range that he knows KnuckleDoo wants to do something. And why did he confirm that? Gets the knockdown. Oh, drive reversal. Back to the corner.
I totally get KnuckleDoo not wanting to go for level 3. He didn't have a match point scenario. He wants to save the meter for the next round. I totally get it, but man, that could have been a critical moment to take it all away from Zhen. But speaking of, Xian's not gonna let him live it down.
Oh, gets the crouch medium kick. Trying to walk out of this corner, jumps over it, and you can just see Zhen giving him space. Oh, he burns himself out, and I'm gonna tell you right now, you gotta be careful, because if you throw a projectile, he does have level 3, you will die if DJ hits you. Oh, you're dead! That is gonna be the game! Zhen brings it back once again with the level 3. And right now, you know Dude is thinking like, what do I gotta do to put the nail in the coffin on this guy? But Zhen, you put Zhen in these situations and he's slowly picking up what he needs to do to get the W. But Mr. NuckleDoo definitely has multiple characters, right? Like, he definitely can switch to Cammy if he would like. I'm not sure about how she does in this matchup. But he does have another character that he could go to. But the thing is, I wouldn't
He didn't do too bad.
He didn't do
to be
bad.
fair, it was all conditioning, right? There were so many moments where Zhen had thrown out the Sobot kick to kind of test. Like, he'll get it off of a confirm to go into heavy Sobot, sure. But also, he would throw out the medium Sobot to kind of play that footsie game. As soon as the fake baby came out, the fake Sobot, NuckleDoo was like, that kid ain't mine, I'm gonna press a button. I'm gonna punt that kid out of here. No, sir.
I know exactly what that kid looks like, and it's not mine.
It's not mine.
There we go.
Not my daddy. Zhen staying alive, man. All tied up? No, actually, I'm safe.
No, I think it is tied.
It is, right? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm safe.
It's
Times 2.
It's 2-2. It's 2-2. Remember, the last team matches are best of 5, so you get another game to make it count. And now the normal's coming out for the anti-air situations. I mean, once again, UIU is in this situation where if Do wins, they still have to play one more game. You have that sudden death match.
Oh, trade! Oh, that could have been a lot of
finish.
damage. Yeah, off of that target combo, you can't really go for like the heavy punch. It's not a natural combo.
So Shin waiting in the wings right now. The boom's starting to be a lot more effective, but the life is still really close. And you got to be careful on this wall throwing these booms. I'm gonna tell you right now.
So much stress just watching these two go at it, especially with the fireball war. We got the punish counter. Speaking of the big opener, we talked about that against Guile. We saw the movement as an option. He does get clipped. You already know it. That's looking real similar to how Zhen performed in the first round of game 1. NuckleDoo looking to restart things, though. This is his final chance, his final couple of rounds, actually, to do so. Let's get the flash, get set up with the fireballs. And also moving forward, pressuring Zhen little by little.
Versus Vortex. Looks like they're on their feet over there. Flash kick. He's back at it. He's back at it, boys.
Charging forward at the very last second, throwing in that crouching light punch, just in case Zhen to get antsy. Trying to move his way out of there as well. The punish counter is there. NuckleDoo.
Punish counter combos.
To finish.
You can do the level 2, yeah?
Could, but would he do it? I don't think so. No, not like this.
Okay, Sobot. Final round here on this team match.
Don't jump at him. Please, God, don't jump at him. Not even with a meat shot, bro. You jump at him, he's level 3. Dead serious.
Excuse me, player match. It could be potentially one more game. Take throw. NuckleDoo feeling good. Drive rush again. Another take throw and a counter hit on top of that, so we get a little more damage.
Upside down kick. So much range on that. Does catch the parry attempt. The punish counter is there. NuckleDoo smelling blood. One sequence. That's all he needs.
Actually checks the drive rush this time, and now Solid Puncher is there.
He can chip him out for death? No, not anymore. Wait a minute. No
Got
way.
him. NuckleDoo, dang. Sends us into overtime. That means Shin gets an opportunity to play VX Bao already like, yo, it's you. It's you. Yo, Shin always looks happy, though. I'm going to tell you right now, like, he really does. I feel like he's been waiting to play, but now Shin not able to close out 4 versus Vortex, and that right there is a bad situation to be in. But look who's going up. We're getting our first look at the king of the oil himself going up against Shin.
Oil King going up against Zhen is going to be a pretty tough deal, I feel like. I don't know what the record is between these two, but taking a look at who Oil King has been using, right? He is the Rashid main, right? He's been playing that character in Street Fighter 5, found a lot of success with that character. He kind of dabbles with that character even now for a certain amount of tournaments, certain weeklies, but as it stands, as of late, he's been pretty much practicing that Ken.
Yeah. See, and really last time I saw him play was the Rashid. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been seeing a lot of people kind of explore this character a lot more. And I think, first off, I think Rashid is crazy fun as a character.
And super cool looking.
And he's so cool looking. And just really a fun character to play. But outside of that, competitively, I've been seeing a lot more of the players get used to what he has to offer. Some people started thinking like, man, he really doesn't do damage. But then they started seeing like how he really does crank up damage. And he really does have these situations. Now, the thing is, I feel like matchup-wise, playing around a lot of the casts with Rashid is not as easy as saying playing a Ken.
Not at all.
So.
After the release of Rashid around Evo time, I think at where it stands right now for Street Fighter League, it's looking pretty good. I feel like, Big Bird has been playing this character a lot, really taking to the wings with this character, no pun intended. But we'll see if Oil King actually brings that character out for the league.
Another sudden death playoff match here.
Man.
3 in the first 2 weeks of Street Fighter League Season 6. That's how you know it's shaping up to be ridiculous.
Damn, we got 3?
3 in the first 2 weeks, bro.
That's kind of nuts. And we also have 2 40 bangers, man. That's actually pretty impressive. These guys, it's we talked about this earlier. It's going to be so volatile in terms of the results because it's a brand new game, right? It's a lot of folks still trying to feel their way out. But it's going to be Ken as the choice for Oil King, as we had assumed and predicted. Zhen, the DJ. But first to one, I don't know, man.
I like the actual switch up, though. I like the switch up because not expecting it, right? But the DJ going to work. This is for 5 points to see who will get enough to win this team match. Of course, that last player match being clutched out by KnuckleDoo. And this is what it wins you. Oh, misses the charge.
What?
Gets the big punish counter. Big damage on the table. Whoa. And it gave you really good carry. No combo.
About to be in, the anti-air is definitely there. And the mix immediately afterwards, back roundhouse cancels into the fake Sobot, getting the mix against Oil King, thinking he can press the button where he can't. Ooh.
Great button. Even better, crouching medium kick times 2. Gets the drive rush this time. Gonna Tatsu to the corner. Oh, wow. Parry. Perfect. Back throw. Forward throw.
Dash up, get the meaty, very meaty standing medium punch as well. The punish counter. I don't know why he's been going for that, yeah.
Crouching medium kick once again. Knows that he's trying to take a step forward. Textfusion Naicha!
Word for word, bar
That's
for bar.
Exactly what he says, bro. No, the neutral jump. Final round of this team match. And this is for 5 points. One game's gonna decide it all.
Oh no, the big jump in. Oil King absolutely knew it was coming. Going for the damage with the Shoryu Ender. Oh no, you are 2 touches away from death.
Gets the uppercut.
Oh, ready for a ride?
That is gonna hit. You gotta finish.
Side switch, you already know it. And he gets meaty after that. Forward throw. Another meaty situation. Medium punch. Applying the pressure. Oh, the uppercut. One more touch for Oil King. That'll seal it. Will Zhen have an answer?
Perfect.
Oh.
No. Level 2 could chip out.
Oh,
now that he gets a jump in, though.
Plus 2
bars. Nah. Oh, wow. Joe, he just jumps in, and I'm telling you right now, that was the smartest thing you could have did. Make him play on tails in. That is what's going to happen. Oil King takes it over Shin. Wow, what a play. That's going to put versus Vortex up on the board, and what a great set, though. What a great set, though.
Listen, man, not a bad look at all. That was a sudden death battle, of course. Missing out on the victory. Didn't really miss out on the points as much, right? Still 20 points till UIU's name. But hey, man, as it stands, versus Vortex now on the board, now part of the rest of the squad, no longer sitting at 0. The curse has been broken pretty early on.
I mean, if you look at just how that played out, putting KnuckleDoo on the ropes, because I felt like that could have been a game that really could have put 40 points on the board for versus Vortex.
You're right.
But you have KnuckleDoo there, which actually really saved everything. Lots of back and forth. VX Bao, I had to downgrade him. Now VX Bao now losing that set. That Bao Jr. Losing that actual player match really did kind of swing things in versus Vortex's favor. Really does show how it went down to the wire. I mean, I really wish that we had more of the sudden death playoffs because I feel like this makes the count a lot closer across the board. Obviously, for hype reasons, I want it. But when we talk about points and just, the structure of the seasons overall, this one now, obviously, we make it so you have to play with the player that has not played, but those extra 5 points to close out, that means everybody gets 20 points. 25 is the winner, you know what I'm saying? And that really does make it a lot more exciting. And it tells the story of just how close these teams are when it comes to, player-wise.
Yeah, in terms of the talent, in terms of the pedigree of what to expect in every single week. No doubt about it, man. It's been so hard to really talk about who would get the upper hand. We have some of these powerhouse teams, some monstrous teams that have been putting in their work, getting some of the points as expected. But at the same time, there are certain looks where it's like, man, I'm slightly doubtful. There's like a small percentage where it's like, you know, I don't know if they'll be the winners for the entirety of the league. But either way, speaking of the winners, man, versus Vortex now on the board. Let's get a word from our winners for our final match of the week.
What else could you expect from Oil King, the one, the only, the captain, representing versus Vortex? You're in that clutch spot up against Zhen. What were you thinking in that matchup?
To be honest, I think I'm a little nervous, but I think Zhen is more nervous. Yes, and I'm really happy I got this win. So our team versus Vortex, we can get 25 points in the BUYU.
Okay, and you know, your team overall looked absolutely insane. Can we talk about that NL match, man? I mean, the way that he was able to fight against VX Bao, the comebacks he was making right there, that was insane, huh?
You mean the NL comeback when he bought? Okay, yes. I think that's how to say it, maybe the best run in this season. Yeah. Or maybe 100% were best run in this season. No one know how he can do that, but he did.
And Shin looked amazing as well, man. I mean, that the DJ versus KnuckleDoo's guy right there. He started off down 0-2. It looked like it was a bleak. He fought all the way back and barely ended up not clutching out. But I'm sure you're happy with how he's looking strength-wise.
I think Shen have big chance to win, but okay, about the matchup, I think Shen knowledge is a lot. And the Shen did well, but KnuckleDoo my game and very, very good. And I think the points in the first round. The first round, one round. First game, very close, right? But in the end, the KnuckleDoo streaming working. So I think the points of the first game.
Okay, so you guys' first match of the season in episode 1, you guys went down 0 points to 40. Now, back last season with Team UIU, you guys had an experience like that, and then you fought all the way back. Now versus Vortex, you started off rough in week 1, but now you are looking amazing yet again. How are you guys feeling? Do you think that this got the monkey off your back and the good time's gonna keep rolling?
Yeah, we hope, and maybe it's just like the story just will happen again. We believe in the end we will be fine.
They definitely believe, and they have every reason to. We've seen what they could do. One of the most amazing stories that we have seen, and now representing that versus Vortex, and of course, Twisted Minds and Red Bull. This has been Oil King and versus Vortex.
I present the Hunter from Komura.
This
action!
Welcome back to episode 2 of Street Fighter League. That was absolutely insane. I mean, these matches that we had today, Steve, Jeremy, I cannot believe what we had. Endemic versus NASR, bruh. To start things off, to kick things off, my man's Angry Bird versus Reynald. I mean, let's get straight into it. I feel like Angry Bird might be the best player in the world in general, perhaps, but especially at fighting against JP. The only time we really seen him lose that matchup on a grand stage was when his opponent played like an absolute robot at Gamers 8. ChrisCCH. He saved it for finals, bro. He saved it for nationals.
No, he
perfect
did. He
period.
really did.
Everything. Which is impossible.
What was like 32 in total?
32 perfect periods. That's the only.
Crazy.
And look, so if you're not doing exactly that, Angry Bird probably gonna smoke your JP.
That's the minimum requirement.
That's the minimum.
Take down at least a game against Angry Bird is what you're saying.
Yes, and it did not happen right there, unfortunately for Reynald, even though he has looked strong so far. Yeah. And then after that, we had Big Bird and ChrisCCH.
Oh,
that kid! Come on, man.
That
what
was
more
surprising.
can we say?
I will say that was a little bit surprising considering how much momentum that Big Bird has had, even coming into Street Fighter League. The way that he's been playing Marisa, he's the only one playing this character. The way that he is.
And honestly, I was not expecting it to go the way of ChrisCCH. I thought, because Marisa is one of those characters, she hit you once, she got meter, you're dead. And Chris was not allowing that to happen. Made a very strong showing for letting people know exactly why he's here. And he's very collected as a player. And if you can't force somebody to do something they're not supposed to or uncharacteristic as Marisa, I mean, it just means those players are prepared. ChrisCCH was prepared for the matchup.
And then, of course, we had a legendary match, a legendary Street Fighter League match to close out this match. And it was Punk the God going up against Samurai. We saw these dudes going at it ever since back in season 2, I want to say, of Street Fighter League.
There's something that was different with Punk's game plan, right? He was absolutely ready for the type of play that Samurai was trying to do, mental warfare, trying to just hang out with a timer. Yeah, he's definitely been well versed against any sort of Luke, and it didn't feel like it was any different facing off against Samurai, right? It was just only a matter of time, and I really do mean that, a matter of time where he just dissected Samurai and whatever he wanted to do. His neutral is just too strong. It's so difficult to force someone like Punk to be erroneous, misstep anywhere in neutral.
Now, can we please move on to the next super team that we had in match number 2? Team Bandits, man. Bandits and Red Rooster. Now, mind you, Red Rooster in week 1, they did not even drop a set to anybody. They won 40-0 up against versus Vortex. And then here, things switched the exact opposite way, man. I'm glad Xiao Hai let it off. That dude is an absolute animal.
He needed it,
the run back with 1 pixel while in burnout, and he ran the whole round. Are you for real?
Around him. Ran around him.
Yeah.
Getting the 2-0 straight, by the way. He needed that redemption. He needed that momentum to ride alongside him because, again, I feel like this is one of those cats that really, really take it to heart anytime he faces like a loss that he felt was in control. He was in
and he
control.
wears it all over his face, bro.
He really does.
My man, get up.
He really does. So yeah, and then afterwards, Cabo following up against PR Balrog. Man, that was actually a little bit tough though. I feel like PR Balrog wasn't necessarily in his full element. I think there were a couple of things that kind of shook him in regards to how Cabo wanted to play. That was the first time I've seen PR Balrog get shook just a little bit with the gameplay.
I think it's more just the guile, bro.
I think there's more might have been a little bit of external forces, but at the same time, it's like, you know, when you're in the game, you have to play to the best of your
People
ability.
feel like that jury's worst matchup might be Gao. At least that's what Sean was telling me and stuff like. I've heard some jury players say they really don't like that character matchup. And then finally we had, of course, MenaRD going head to head with BananaKen.
Yo,
brother.
That's an interesting one right there.
Brother.
And MenaRD, of course, man, that Luke is looking insane, bro. I mean, come on. What you want to do? MenaRD is in the conversation of best in the world right now. I personally have Angry Bird up there. But Mena, when he's in that clutch spot, who else could you really want right there? I personally think that he has a very high chance of winning a third Capcom Cup. I think he has these certain intangibles though, bro. I don't think he just wins Capcom Cup off of his skill. He has that. But it's just something about him when it matters the most with MenaRD.
The thing about MenaRD, we go back to 5. My man, towards the end specifically, he had a character for everybody. He was like, it wasn't even a matchup.
That
It was
was
like,
years in
I'm
the
playing
making, by the
against
way.
you, I'm playing this character. I'm playing against you, I'm playing this character. By the end of the season of Street Fighter V, he was pulling out Sakura for matchups.
And now he's pulling out notebooks. Did y'all see that?
Yes.
My man actually had
the notebook.
I saw him in the green room actually comprising some of his notes last minute against some of the players. I saw it firsthand.
I remember looking close trying to read it, and I'm like, oh, I don't know Spanish.
I said the same thing. I read it, I'm like, oh, wait, what's the deal?
I can't do anything with this.
I'm smoked, bro. I don't know the match.
In our last match, we had versus Vortex going head to head with UIU. Awkward.
Awkward. You walk in. I'll just wait outside. I'll let you guys finish talking.
Family reunion.
Who we introduce? Who the real champion? Who is it? Is it UIU or versus Vortex? Of course, it is UIU.
It's whoever got the rings.
But
it's whoever got the rings.
It's at the house of UIU, technically.
I mean,
but the points are on the side of versus Vortex. Now let's break it down, right? DCQ being an absolute monster and a meticulous one at that, really grinding out the match against Dual Kevin. That was actually kind of unprecedented. You know, Dual Kevin being shook the way that he was, I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, he's somebody who, of course, is known for his poise, even back in the other Capcom titles that he's placed top 8 at Evo in, of course. And then our next matchup, we had VX Bao going head to head with NL. Now, VX Bao looked phenomenal. NL's comebacks, what in the world was he on?
2 rounds straight, bro.
Those comebacks were
pixelated comebacks.
And against JP, you do not see that a lot.
He was actually the offense. The thing is that like there were times we were talking and like, bro, he actually the first game I was like, he literally doesn't have to take a step forward to chip him out and win. And literally he didn't move and he killed him. I was like, what do you do in the second game? NL ran back a fingernails worth of life on the life bar in burnout. Versus
against JP,
60-70%, bro. Bro. That's actually crazy, man. Like, and to say that like anybody else would be able to do that, like I feel like that's hard to say. NL's poise in those situations really do set him above a lot of people, and I feel like that's the veteran NL for Street Fighter League. Because I remember last season when he was just like, "Yo, trust me, I like him."
He did. He literally said that. That was so high.
His confidence is getting better and better as he puts himself in these situations. It's not uncharacteristic, but it was amazing to see. It was so cool to see him do that.
On a side note, little sidebar, what's uncharacteristic of that, he was actually, like towards the end, he was still so shook that he won that.
Yeah.
He was like trying to shake it
He got up and he was trying to shake it off.
That's the most uncharacteristic thing I've seen of NL, but it shows that he's human, right? It shows how much pressure is really on here. Now, talking about the pressure, Zhen versus NuckleDoo, this was the make or break moment between these two teams, right? Versus could have gotten a full 40 ball game. UIU clutching it out with NuckleDoo. That matchup could have gone either way.
Man, I felt like I thought I might have like commentators cursed him or host curse, whatever you want to call it. Because after Doo went up 2-0, I said, oh, there is not a chance on earth that NuckleDoo is about to lose this match. I was talking in the back and everything, talking to Bandits.
The producers, and they're like, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Xian wasn't hearing none of that. He did not get the memo. My man looks insane. That's the best DJ player in the world right now. He fought all the way back. But of course, NuckleDoo showing championship poise and was still able to get it done. But I still think in matches like that, Street Fighter League is different than regular tournaments. The fact that Shen brought it back that much is going to give him and his team even more confidence in his play.
Agreed.
So they still got something from that, even though NuckleDoo clutched.
Yeah, we had a fourth, completing the task as well, right? Clutching it out in the sudden death factor. Oil King, the first time we actually got to see him play, you know, I thought he was going to be the guy to maybe play a little bit earlier on. But yeah, he had all the right reads against Zhen, clutching it out in that first one, right? Between Ken and DJ, I talked about it earlier, right before the match started. I thought I liked DJ, but Oil King showed us something different, clutching it out.
Oil King has been in every situation possible here at Street Fighter League. Bro, when you were on a 0-10 team, bro, that's like being from the worst hood in America.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? And the worst projects in that hood.
You're not slated to make it out,
you
bro.
Ain't supposed to make it out.
You ain't supposed to make it out,
You
bro.
went 0-10.
The numbers are against you.
Oil King grew up on food stamps and WIC. He wasn't supposed to be here, bruh. He from Marcy Projects.
Why are you yelling at me?
He from Queensbridge. I'm trying to tell you guys. I want to make sure you understand what happened here. So, of course, Oil King was able to go ahead and clutch that out. So, Vicious, exactly what matches do we have next week? Because week 2 was absolutely insane.
Man, it's going to be a banger. That is for sure. Week 3 coming up. It's going to be Endemic going up against versus Vortex. That's going to be absolutely nuts. But speaking of, Bandits having a face-off against the former champs. UYU as the second match. Of course, the marquee match for week number 3. Red Rooster versus NASR.
Come on, man. At this point, what are we even doing, bruh? Y'all know what time it is. We are on season 6 of Street Fighter League, but at this point, we have a brand new game, Street Fighter 6, and it's delivering on all fronts. If you guys are loving this action, which is a rhetorical question, how could you not? Then make sure you are here next week, week number 3 of Street Fighter League. Big Hollywood RobTV, Vicious, Tasty Steve, and we out this thing, bruh.
Bow, bow, bow.
Oh, you ran into the fist right in the gut, too. Set him down,
up.
safe jump. Where are you going? Look at the storm. But here come the goons. Let's see what the defense is like for MenaRD.
I like that.
Stellar.
Oh, you're dead. Both of them in burnout. So chip damage is on the table. And NL is literally on the offense. BX Bow in the corner. And look, the drive bar is recovered. That was meaty as hell. Oh my God, NL running it back. Wow.
Hey, you know what's funny? Punk absolutely read that.
Tatsu, speaking of reactions and gets the stun, here comes Xiao Hai. Oh, you're done. Yo. Man, tries to go for the overhead phantom.
Oh,
Neutral jump to get out of there. I've got the meter. I've got the time.
Let's go, baby. Good.
Oh,
he was ready.
Right on time. Shit. Oh my gosh. You're stunned. You're probably dead, bro.
I believe it. I believe in the powers that be, and it's Marisa, baby.
The mommy of muscle.
Give him a little kiss. Now you know history.